And a good Monday. Welcome in Chase and Big Joe, 1025 The Game. Breaking news. Just kidding.
How dare you do that?
I had to.
Don't do
just
that.
Once. I'm only going to do that one time. I just had to do that one time. We are here on a Monday. Dr. Crane is behind the glass and doing a great job as always. Big Joe in the house. I'm Chase McCabe. Hope you're having a good one so far. No blue smoke from St. Thomas Sports Park yet, but I have a hunch. Now the Sean McDermott stuff could change things, but I think it could change things for
what?
7 other organizations,
Right.
Because I keep people are like, well, do you think the Titans are going to want McDermott? And I go, well, he's got to want them first.
Yeah, right.
So
True.
Very, very. You've called it. I'll give you credit. You have kind of said this throughout the playoffs. If they don't get to the Super Bowl, he's out.
Well, I just think there was a limit. It's enough. So now, look, he's a great coach, but when it's time, right? And so it was time, and and it's not. The game on Saturday. I think they would have fired him after the Jacksonville game. They'd have lost that. So no matter what. So Sean McDermott out as the Bills coach. That's now 10 openings that they have. Of course, the Giants have been filled. Now there's 9. When's it going to take off?
Well, I think now he's the next big domino. Here's what I'm going to say. This is my message for Bills fans. You better hope they get this right. And I don't think they're going to, because you're about to most likely feel like we do in Nashville about Mike Vrabel, because I think Sean McDermott's a good coach. I think that, they've come up short. And that game was you had a lot of things that didn't go your way, but you turned the ball over 5 times?
Yeah. You go for it at the end of the half.
That's not on the going for it, okay, but like turning the ball over 5 times, that's not on the head coach.
Can't fire Josh Allen.
I know. And my guess is somebody went to Josh Allen and said, "What do you want?" And he probably said, "I want to change."
McDermott's been his guy.
I know, but if he knows he can get Dayball or Brady to be his guy, then he probably, because I think that's who it's going to be. I think it's going to be Dayball or Joe Brady.
I agree. And now for the Titans search, they're down to the final 3, right? Is it allegedly Nagy, Robert Saleh, and Jeff Lafley for the Hafley?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Lafley.
Hafley?
That's it, Zany.
Lafley. All right, Hafley. I'm just going to go home now and come get Connor back in here to sit in my seat. So you're down to your final 3. Look, we know who it is, right? Do we know? Come on. It's Nagy. We know this. I'd be shocked. I want Robert Saleh, though.
I'm gonna read you my tweet.
Okay.
Because look, let it be known that this show, that both of us have said all along, we thought it was going to be Matt Nagy. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what we've wanted. We've just said that's what we think.
Yeah.
And my tweet was, what I think the Titans will do is hire Matt Nagy today. What I would do is reach out to Sean McDermott and make him tell you no. Gauge his interest.
I'm not doing
I mean,
that.
you have to make that phone call. Otherwise, you're not doing your job.
I'm not.
What I would do is hire Robert Saleh. I would not let Robert Saleh leave the building without a contract.
Well, that's kidnapping. And so,
I said without a contract.
I'm with you 100%. I love Robert Saleh.
Here's what I'll say about McDermott. I'd call him. And I know this is going to, like, some people are going to be like, you're crazy. I wouldn't hire him. He wouldn't be my first choice.
I would not. Isn't there a connection between McDermott and Andy Reid?
Yeah.
And to Borgonzi, some weird.
Yeah. McDermott's a Andy Reid disciple.
Yeah. I think all along it's been contrary to Joe Rexrode, I think it's been Matt Nagy for a long, long time. A long time. It's been, I'll be floored if Matt Nagy doesn't get the job. Floored if he doesn't get it. But I want Saleh because I think Saleh is Vrabel.
What I hope, and look, I do not buy, into conspiracy theories all that much. I mean, there are some I do. But
I do.
There are some people that will say this has been all smoke and mirrors, that it's been Nagy all along, and that they're just talking to people just to talk to people. That may well be true to an extent. I think that if Mike Borgonzi's doing his job right, He has who he wants in his mind, but he wants somebody to make him think about it. Like, how many times have jobs opened up in our field where they knew 6 months before who they were going to hire,
all the time.
and they go through the process, and it's like, okay, they think about it, but they ultimately go with who they ended up.
Because you don't want telling the guy, you had it the whole time.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I needed to talk to candidates, and that was not a thing. It was just a perfect look. They've known Nagy for a while. They're just going through all the smoke and mirrors.
And they all want my guy.
And to say,
that's my guy.
I'm telling you, I want my dinner when he says it. When he says it, I want my dinner. When Borgonzi says, God, we had a lot of interest in this job, I will call you and I'll be obnoxious.
Why do I owe you a dinner?
You don't. I'll be obnoxious as hell when he says that. So anyway,
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I will take you to whatever gift card I have in my wallet.
Okay. I don't want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, but that's okay though. Look, just get it over with. Just start the process. Is the Senior Bowl next week? I think it is.
It's usually
the week of the Super Bowl?
Pro Bowl week.
Okay, so it's next week.
Well, it's the week in between because they moved the Pro Bowl to Super Bowl week. So it's next week.
Okay.
It's the week in between the championship games.
So you want to have most of the people there when you head down to Mobile, Alabama, to get it done. So I expect the next 24 hours, all these start to fall. And like Halfley, I keep reading, he's the Dolphins' choice. And then Nagy's here. And then there's other Pittsburgh who they're going to hire up there. Who's Arizona going to get? On and on. So the Titans news today will break at 3:01. Like it always does when we get off the air. So DVD,
so you think
we'll have the rest.
So I have had big voice guy that does, that you hear this 1025 the game. His name is Danny.
Big voice guy.
I sent him this morning some stuff that I needed him to record. And this is what hang on, I closed it. This is what I sent him. And he just sent it to me. Matt Nagy has been named the new head coach. Jeff Halfley has been named the new head coach. Robert Saleh has been named the new head coach. And then I threw McDermott in there just for giggles.
Smart. Plug it in. When it happens, boom, go with it.
So,
well, we might know during the show today. I don't know, but Saleh was coming in for an in-person interview.
If Saleh, because supposedly Saleh was coming in this morning and then Nagy this afternoon.
Yeah.
If Saleh leaves and he's not the head coach, he's not going to be the head coach. Matt Nagy will. Matt Nagy will come in this afternoon and it'll break tonight or late this afternoon that he's the head coach.
Yep. No, not in my mind. What's going to happen. It's been Nagy all along. We're just playing the cat and mouse game right now.
If you're Sean McDermott, here's the crappy part of this. You don't have time to grieve. You just gave your heart and soul for the last whatever it's been to an organization that just showed you the door. If you want to coach this year, you got to start that process today.
Right.
The question is, do you want any of these jobs that are open?
Or you take a year off. I mean, there's 22 jobs that they get fired, right? So next year going in, how many of those 22 are going to be open? What do you think might be open next year going in? I mean, so you don't know. You sit back and then do a lot of praying.
Well, let's do this. Let's do this on the fly. I would say the Jets
open.
Probably.
Yep.
I would say the Bengals possibly.
Yep.
I would say the Colts possibly.
Yep.
I would say
not a lot, right? Keep going.
I'll always say the Chiefs because when Andy's ready to be done, Andy will be done.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the Commanders could be possible.
Yep.
I would say the Cowboys could be possible. Not likely, but possible. We'll see. Vikings.
Maybe.
I'll throw a wild card in there.
Yep.
The Detroit Lions.
I think if Dan Campbell does not get it done next year, he's gone.
I think he could gamble his way out of a job.
Yeah.
I think some of the going for it, people will look at that as cojones, and then now it's looking at like, man, you're just chasing it.
Right.
I would say Tampa Bay is a big possibility.
Yep.
Maybe New Orleans.
Nope. They love
I think so too.
Kellen Moore.
And that's really probably about it.
Yep. That's it.
Now, one question based on what Buffalo just did. And the difference is that this guy's gotten them to 2 Super Bowls. Does San Francisco ever go, well, are you ever going to do this?
No, I think
I think so too,
respected.
and I think that would be a dumb move. Like, I think Buffalo made a mistake today.
Look,
I think he's a good coach.
Take the Arizona job. It's warm. You've been in, snow purgatory for 8 years or 9 years. Take the Arizona job. There's no expectation yet. Build as you go. You got it. Or you can sit out, man. It doesn't matter. You sit out if you want to do that and do it that way and go on. But he's got choices, which is good. But I don't coming to Nashville is not one of them.
Yeah. And here's what's interesting. If you are John Harbaugh or Kevin Stefanski, are you going, well, bleep? Because if that job had been open, if Buffalo had been open last week, I think Harbaugh or Stefanski would have been. I think hard because you got Josh Allen.
Yeah, I mean, you go where you go, right? And
yeah.
I'm disappointed my guy Art Smith is not in the final 3. I think he'll be left out of this coaching search. I think we know why. If that offense had looked better with Aaron Rodgers, then he probably you're right. But I think now it's just go ahead and let the dominoes go. Pull the plug, Borgonzi. Bring your guy in here and let's roll with it. I just think that's a simple way to
now
do
look,
this.
if they hire Nagy and you bring in Art Smith as the OC, I mean, look, everybody's tweeting at me and telling me the fan base is not going to accept Matt Nagy.
You'll accept whoever Borgonzi gives you.
If you're going to be a Titans fan, you will take whoever you get. And guess what? If he goes and wins 7 games next year, you'll go, all right, oh, God, knew it all along that he was the right guy.
Well, you only get 3 choices now. You get a guy you've never heard of in Halfley. You get Saleh, who we love and should be the guy, and then Matt Nagy, who's been the guy all along. So those are your 3. If somebody else cracks that, I'd be amazed. But I just think today or tomorrow they make the announcement. I'd be shocked if it's Matt Nagy as the new head coach of the Titans. I'd be shocked. If it isn't, I'd be shocked. He's the guy. And then, but again, I'd love to see Saleh on there.
Caleb says missing passing on Harbaugh, McCarthy, and McDermott, and then hiring Nagy is the most Titans thing I've ever heard. They didn't pass on Harbaugh. He passed on them.
Yep.
They were ready to go and give him everything he wanted. McCarthy, according to national sources, is still in play. According to local sources, he's not.
Right.
So, I mean, who knows? And then McDermott, we don't know if they've even reached out yet. McDermott just became available.
Right. And I'm gonna take a victory lap here on my John Harbaugh things. I told Rex Road this last week. I mentioned briefly on our show. John Harbaugh was always going to coach the Giants.
I think so too.
And his tweet yesterday or statement about growing up the son of a football coach in Ohio, and now I'm the head coach of the New York Football Giants. When he added football, I was like, all along, he won't be in that market big time.
And you know what? That's fine.
Yeah.
Because whoever they hire, I want someone that is going to go all in on this job. And 100%. That is going to look, if Matt Nagy is that guy and he looks at this as, hey, I know you may have your doubts about me,
right,
but I'm going to come in there and I'm going to make this football team a good football team and we're going to win championships. Okay, great. You can say that. Go do it. But if he's the one that does it, then great. I don't care. I just want a winning football team.
Well, you're going to do it with Matt Nagy. Hopefully it breaks during the show today.
I hope it does too. Look, I mean, again, you can be upset, you can not like it, but if you're gonna be a fan, you're gonna have to accept it at some point.
I agree, brother.
That's how it rolls. 615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. Joe, our question of the day, which is presented by Aries Tactical. Your safety, your skill, your Aries Tactical. First time shooter, shoot free. Just tell them that I, Chase McCabe, sent you. Check them out at ariestactical.com. What is our question?
All right, I got this text all weekend from you guys. We're going to have an honest debate about this. It's an honest debate. You all think the NFL is rigged and fixed. Why? And if you don't, that's all I got Saturday night. I got so many texts from friends who were like, it's fixed, it's rigged. There's no doubt about it after the Broncos and the Bills game. Well, I want an honest debate on the show today. It's, 615-737-1025. If you think the National Football League is rigged and fixed. I don't, because since the beginning of time, there's been few things that have gone on. All right, to the beginning of time, things that are happening. Bondage is number 1. Number 2 is complaining. Number 3, nobody keeps a secret. So if you think the NFL has been fixed for all these years, somebody would have talked by now.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the three things throughout history, right? Bondage, bitching, and then nobody keeps a secret. The NFL's not, but I want to hear from you.
If you want to do B's, bondage, bitching, and blabbermouths.
There you go, blabbermouth. Perfect. Since the beginning of time. That's it. So I want to know. You guys wanted this debate Saturday and Sunday. Now's your time to call in 615-737-1025 and tell us if you think the NFL is fixed or not.
615-737-1025. It's going to be a fun ride today. John McClain at 2 o'clock. It's Chasing Big Joe on this Monday, 1025 The Game. Who are the Titans caught up in? We'll find out. My guess is later today, maybe tomorrow. She does like to do things on Tuesday, so who knows?
She does. Now, do you think the NFL's fixed?
No.
Me neither. I don't. I think it was a bad call on Saturday. I mean, it happens, man.
So you think it was a pick, or you think it was a catch?
Was his knee on the ground and the ball was not? I've heard from both sides of this, but the picture of his knee on the ground, control the ball. Then they're like, well, you got to carry it all the way to the ground. So why is it different for a receiver than it is for a running back? I don't know. I don't know.
And look, this is one of those things where, and they almost had the same thing happen last night.
They did.
I I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you fix a play like that because you got to make a call on the field. That's where I think the sky judge, the eye in the sky,
Right.
should play a role where it's like, hey, I have it as a pick. And and then it's like, well, I have it as a catch. Okay, let's go to New York. Like, then don't make a call. Let look at all the TV angles. But the problem is the angles don't really tell you either way.
Well, is it now the rule like, all right, finish the play. Don't blow the whistle early. Finish the play, whatever how it turns out, then make a call because it can be overruled or overchanged. I mean, y'all were adamant that it was fixed. Adamant.
What would have been the response if they had just said it was incomplete?
Oh,
I don't think that's the right call. I'm just saying what would have happened if they had done that.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, you're going to have outrage no matter what. What did you think it was, Dr. Crane?
Oh, I thought it was a catch because he had an elbow and a knee down.
I thought it was
same
a catch.
Thing. Now it's like you got to complete the catch.
Wasn't he on his ass?
I just saw his knee and his elbow came down.
Yeah, he barrel rolled off his tuchus. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Well, the butt, I mean, that's 2 feet.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Elbow's 2 feet. I mean, It's like Aiken was talking about that yesterday. I mean, it was. So I thought it was. Everybody's like, oh, it's all fixed. I don't know. I want to hear why you guys think that's fixed.
I don't think it's fixed. I think that there is a human element, which is still a good thing, and that's the officiating. I think that officiating crew had a rough night Saturday. It wasn't just that. But I think we have too much technology that every play should be reviewed.
Also,
you don't have to stop the game to do it, but like in hockey, for instance,
this is a quick review, boom, out.
But in hockey, for instance, like the offside stuff, like they're looking at that in Toronto even before the play is stopped. Was it a goal? Was it not a goal? I mean, they're looking at all that stuff and can retroactively review it. Once there's a stoppage. Why can't you do that? I mean, you have enough, and you should have an eye in the sky that's like, hey, wait a minute, we need to look at this.
Oh, I agree with you, but it's now time to come to understanding of what is pass interference. We got to figure it out. Because some of y'all were saying the end of the Miami Ole Miss game, that was pass interference. What was the game? Who threw in the end zone last week? They were fighting, should have been pass interference. I mean, all these things, they got to figure out what pass interference is. It's got to be universal. It cannot be Chase McCabe as the back judge or Nick Frazier. It's got to be universal in what it is. There was a play last night where 2 guys were fighting for the ball, and they're like, Gene, you think that's a – said, nah, they're both fighting. They weren't impeding each other. They're both fighting for the ball. All right, but they had hands on each other.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, you go back to the Saints-Rams game where he pass interference, and we're going to change it.
Look,
make it review it. They've done nothing. You got to figure this out.
Well, you could review it one year, which was a disaster.
Yeah.
I think that should be a booth-initiated review. I think they look at it, and again, eye in the sky. They look at it just like a scoring play. Yep, you're good. You got it right. Move on. Hey, we need to take a further look at this. Hang on.
Right.
I have no issue with that. You have the technology to do it, so why not use it?
Right. I mean, that's the thing. I'm grabbing Pulio. That's not pass interference. Then the next play, that's pass interference. He was grabbing Chase down the field. I don't know what's what. And I don't think anybody does.
Do you think that Cole Kmet pushed off?
Yeah.
I think that could have been OPI.
1,000% he pushed off.
Now,
yes.
I'm glad they didn't call it because it was such a great play and all that stuff. And it's like, okay, this is where, and you can't have both. This is okay, just let them play. It's the playoffs. If there's a little bit of a push and there's hand fighting and all that stuff, just let them play. But you could have made the argument that was OPI because he pushed off. Because, people are like, how was he wide open? Like, well, because he pushed off.
He did. Could you imagine making that call that he pushed off inside? Don't tell me they're not thinking about this.
Oh, of course.
Inside Soldier Field, one of the most amazing plays in the history of the National Football League is called back because an official called it for OPI, which it was, right? Which it was. My thing's always been, if it's that way in the first quarter, call it in overtime. If it's a penalty, call it. We just don't know. And that's the problem now with all that's going on. That's what it leads to. NFL is fixed. It's rigged. I don't think so. I just don't think there's too many people involved somebody always talks.
2349 says, I don't care how many people complain. It was clearly an interception. I don't think you can't say clearly.
No.
Like, I get they ruled it that way, but you can't say it was clearly an interception.
So if you catch the ball next time, you fall down and you're rolling, and I take it from you, that's an interception?
Right. Again,
but you're down.
It goes back to what defines a catch.
Right.
And this is a question we have asked since the Des Bryant thing. I mean, it's been years.
You got to carry it through
you got to make a football move. Okay, what's a football move? 3 steps is a football move, I guess.
Who knows?
But I mean, on that, does he have possession and is he down? Okay, if you're defining a knee or an elbow as a foot and your butt is 2 feet, like landing on your butt, then to me, that was a catch.
You're down.
Now,
right?
I guess their argument was, is he taking the ball out while he's going to the ground? If that was the case, and you could clearly see that he took the ball away while the receiver was falling to the ground, then that's an interception.
Okay.
But I don't think you could look at that and clearly say that.
No, but then he's down, right? So from now on.
But you already made the call to see that. Again, that's the problem. You made the call that it was an interception. The ruling on the field was an interception.
Well, from now on, I'm going to teach my DBs, when you battling a ball and go to the ground, steal the ball from him. Steal the ball. I mean, if that's where they're going to call it, steal the ball from him. Just unfortunate. The play before that, or is it 2 plays before that, Josh Allen should be kicking himself.
Yeah.
Because Dawson Knox
was wide
open.
Wide open.
You going to blame Sean McDermott for that?
No. Josh Allen played a piss poor game.
He did. Unprotected the ball. And I thought Romo was great. Romo said before that drive, you got no timeouts. Don't be aggressive. Don't be aggressive. And what does Josh Allen do? I won't be aggressive. Fumbles the ball, they get a field goal. But Josh Allen, you should have Dawson Knox, Brentwood Academy guy, across the middle for a touchdown. That's on you. That's not Sean McDermott's fault.
All right, so let's go to last night. Because I know how you feel about 4th down and everything. When they're on the goal line, he goes for it. They don't get it. If they take the 3 points, revisionist history, they win the ball game based on what happens after that.
Yeah, but field goals at that moment, you need 7. You don't need 3.
I'm with you.
I'm always going for it.
I'm with you that, and Chris Collinsworth said it in overtime, I guess it was, when it was like midfield and it was like 4th and inches, and he was very quick to go, if my offense loses the game trying to go for it, so be it.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving this ball back to them.
No, and those are my guys. Those are guys that you've trained with, you've practiced with, and I need a yard or a yard and a half.
Yeah.
Give me opportunities.
That was some of the best commentating that Collinsworth has done, because Tirico is trying to just have the conversation of, okay, well, here's what, and he was basically like, shut the bleep up.
Yeah.
I'm going for
enough. Stop. Yeah, I want my guys. All too often, coaches are like, we'll finish it in overtime. Why should I give you another chance to beat me? That's that simple. Why should I give Chase McCabe's offense another chance to beat my team when I can end it right here? Yeah. I'm not giving you the ball back. Throughout history, how do you stop a great offense? You keep their ass on the sideline. It's that simple, but we've made it so complicated. Stop making it complicated. That's it.
615-737-1025. We'll take your calls and texts on that and the Titans coaching search, as the reported finalists are Matt Nagy, Robert Saleh, and Jeff Hafley. How much does Sean McDermott play into things now that he has become available, being fired by Buffalo this morning? We'll discuss that and more. Coming up next, Chasing Big Joe on a Monday, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 the game on this Monday. Joe, what happens first? The Titans hire a head coach or snowpocalypse hits this weekend?
The Titans going to win this one. The Titans, now if it happened like Thursday, I don't know, but I think I see all the different projections from several inches.
I mean, there's one that have 12 inches.
Oh, don't do this to me. Don't. I'm surprised you didn't play the soundbite.
A foot,
Dr. Crane. You can. Foot's better,
but we'll settle for 6 inches.
Why are you doing this to me? It's killing me. It's like the time when they told Michael Scott not to say it, and Jim's like, "Well, he always satisfied me," and then he's like, and he doesn't want to say it. Then after like 4 of those, he's like, "That's what she said." They're like, "Get back in the office." He got in trouble. Oh, don't do this to me. No, look, snow a foot. I would love a foot of snow. It used to snow that much back when I was in high school. It's fantastic, man. If you're going to snow, right? Not the snow
I agree.
Of Michael Irvin. Snow. Just snow, right? Let us have it here, man.
We usually average 5 to 7.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyway.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, man. Anyway, our question of the day is, do you think the NFL is fixed or rigged? Y'all thought it was on Saturday, and now you're all like, oh, I don't know so much. I don't want to say anything about it. But if you want to weigh in, the floor is yours. A healthy debate, because I don't think it is.
I don't think it is. 615-737-1025. Matthew Nashville says, did you guys see the article from Florio about what Walt Anderson said as to why they didn't stop the game to get a really good look at the catch by Brandon Cooks? Because we wanted to speed the game up.
Is that accurate? Well, to speed the game up? Oh, my gosh. One of the defining moments in NFL playoff history. And you want to speed the game up? Lord.
Jeff says, I don't know about games being rigged, but officials are questionable penalty calls are determining the outcome of way too many games.
You're right.
And in my opinion, that narrows the gap between sports and entertainment.
It does.
That's fair.
Plus, you're a referee. You got to make that call in an instant, and we get all the advantageous part of the replay and everything else. You got to make that call in a second. You got to make the call in a second. And these guys now are bigger and faster than you are, than these referees, and it's just a different thing now. So that's why not use review. Use the review, but I still think they got it wrong on Sunday. Saturday, but nobody's asking me.
Yeah. Justin thinks, I don't think it's fixed, but I do think there are many suspicious things that happen that make it appear like it is. Referees calling or not calling penalties at opportune times, the optics that certain teams get preferential treatment, or that Vegas and the money corrupts the integrity of the game.
It's all out there. So, all right, somebody's going to talk. If that was a thing of like, all right, it's all rigged, somebody would say something. They always do. I don't think it is. I just don't think it is.
615-737-1025. Eric wants to weigh in on this. Eric, what's up?
Oh, no.
Hey, guys. I'm sorry.
Hey,
First of all, happy Martin Luther King Day to everybody.
Yeah, happy MLK Day.
Yeah. And a couple of things before I get to whether or not I think the NFL is rigged, guys. First of all, guys, do you think the Bears should have went for 2? I'm hearing a lot of people say they should have went for 2. I wouldn't have, but I just think that's just kind of a wild discussion that everybody say, oh, they should have went for 2. As far as the coaching search, I would go with Saleh, but I think you got to do the due diligence on McDermott. I definitely would at least make a phone call. Somebody said that he was kind of a little bit under the Andy Reid tree or something like that. I don't know what the deal is with that, but we'll see what happens. But as far as the NFL being rigged, I don't buy that it's rigged. Here's the thing. Who do you think the NFL would rather have advancing in the game and get to Super Bowl? The Denver Broncos now with Jarrett Stidham or Josh Allen? Josh Allen, of course, would be bigger ratings, so that's why I don't buy that it's rigged. I mean, even if it went the other way, I just don't buy it. They want the best matchup with the biggest quarterback names possible if they could get it. So, and the only big name quarterback you have really superstar that's left now is Matthew Stafford. And I'm sure they would, if they could have gotten Caleb Williams, but you've got like Sam Darnold with the Seattle Seahawks. I wonder if Minnesota's regret now if he gets the Super Bowl. AFC, you've got Drake May, who's a young quarterback, against Jarrett Stidham. So I don't buy that there's any type of rigging or anything like that. They want generally the best teams and the best matchups possible. If they could, they would love to have superstar quarterbacks. But like I said, the only really big superstar quarterbacks left is Matthew Stafford. So, guys, that's my thoughts. Guys, y'all take care, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it.
No, I do think there are games at the NFL office they probably secretly root against. Like, they don't want Jacksonville in the Super Bowl. Seattle versus Jacksonville? Nobody wants that. All the leagues do that. You think the NBA?
And why give them franchise?
But you're talking about ratings. I mean, they paid their money, but they don't want. I'm telling me.
Then
you want Jacksonville, Seattle? Nobody
then
does.
Have a meeting in New York this offseason and say, hey, we're gonna move all our franchises to big markets and ratings that we care about.
Probably.
So New York's gonna get 4 teams.
Fine.
LA is going to get 4 teams. Chicago's going to get 4 teams.
Let me ask you
we'll
this.
Stay in Houston.
You think the NBA wants Memphis versus Washington?
No.
Of course they don't.
I know they don't, but I mean, it is what it is.
Major League Baseball wants Miami versus the Baltimore Orioles? Well, they're in the same division. No, they're not.
No,
Miami versus Baltimore. No, they don't.
No, but those are 2 good markets. TV markets.
But there's no history there. You're not watching a Miami Marlin World Series.
Nope.
And the Orioles, you're not doing it.
I mean, look, we just said it during the break. I'll watch tonight, but I'm not that fired up about it. I keep forgetting it's tonight.
Yeah, Indiana and Miami.
And I think most of that is because I think Indiana is going to just mop the floor with Miami.
Plus, we went through the last 2 weekends of really good NFL playoff football.
Correct.
Like, I'm exhausted. So tonight I'll watch it because I love college football. Am I interested?
It's a disservice, and they really need to look at this. It's a disservice to college football because you just made a great point. The NFL playoffs and the college football playoffs should not be happening at the same time.
Nope.
Like, again, I go back to January 10th at the latest. Be done. Be done. Over.
So here's the deal. The season ends like November 30th in college football, right? Immediately start the playoffs.
Get rid of the conference championship games.
So you have the 7th, 14th, 21st, 3 weeks of college football. Boom, play the game on January 1st or New Year's Eve.
And you do 16, go to 16. That's fine. Group of 4 or group of 5, do a 16, do your own thing.
Nobody cares about that, right?
I don't. Okay.
Yeah, no, I can see you.
But guess what? They do it for Division I or FCS.
Uh-huh.
They have an FCS playoff.
Sure.
And nobody, I mean, we can say nobody cares about that, but there's some people that do.
Sure.
Do one for the group of 5. It ain't going to hurt anything, and ESPN can show them.
Yeah. Well, I agree. That's fine. But end it January 1st. End it January the 1st. Be done with it. Then open your portal from the 2nd to the 16th. It's easy solution. And if you win the regular season conference championship, you could have 3 teams win the regular season, but the conference championship games need to be gone. And that's it. To me, that puts a little bit more importance on the regular season and college football. That's why I love college football, because every Saturday mattered. When they go to the playoffs, like, we could lose one and double back around. If you do this, it's a little bit more importance on the regular season. You move on, but do not compete with the National Football League.
Just saw this on Twitter. If I'm Brian Callahan, I'd be pissed too. The Bucs will interview Bengals offensive coordinator Dan Pitcher for the vacant OC job this week. Sources say an opportunity made possible by coach Zach Taylor giving Pitcher permission to speak to teams with play calling OC opportunities, a significant development.
Did he call plays in Cincinnati?
That's why he's doing this. No, because Zach Taylor calls the plays.
Right.
So Pitcher's trying to get a job as an OC where he can call plays.
Oh my God.
I think he saw what happened to Callahan and is like, hey, I need to call plays.
Exactly.
And if I'm Callahan, I'm seeing this going like, well, why didn't you let me do that?
As he makes $3.5 million the next 5 years.
Right.
So he's good. Yeah, right.
And who was it that I saw? Oh, it's Atlanta. That Stefanski may bring Callahan in as the OC.
Oh, I just saw he's bringing Tommy Reese in.
Oh,
his OC for the Browns. He's bringing in Daddy as O-line coach. That's what I saw this morning. Now, it could all change, but he's bringing
Daddy
in
Callahan?
Yeah.
Oh.
To coach the O-line.
Interesting.
Retaining Jeff Ulbrich, too.
Yes. Yeah, which is a good move.
Whose son is the one that prank called Shedeur Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
Cost him $500,000. Here's your birthday present, Dad. So, no, that's fine. And you move on. And then, but yeah, you're right. I mean, again, that's why I go back to Matt Nagy. I want a guy who's been through the fire, who's been there. And that leaves the final 2, Robert Saleh and now Matt Nagy. And don't bring what Robert Saleh did with the Jets in here, because his hands were tied with that awful ownership and Aaron Rodgers' dumbass about bringing my guys in doing this way. And Saleh has said, if I get another opportunity, I'm doing it my way. All right, come to Nashville, baby, and do it your way.
615-737-1025. We'll have more coming in this first hour. Chasing Big Joe, presented by the Omni Nashville Hotel, 1025 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game on this Monday. He's Big Joe. I'm Chase McCabe, Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier behind the glass. Just kind of sitting and waiting today because I have a feeling there can be some coaching news when it comes to the Titans.
This is TD on our text line. The NFL, not RTD. The NFL may not be rigged, but it's a coincidence. But is it a coincidence the last 2 years of Final Four NFL teams aren't in this year's Final Four? Huh?
Yeah.
No, no, I mean, it happens. Thank you, TD. appreciate you weighing in, but no, I mean, it's the way it played out, right?
That is the way that it played out.
Yeah.
I'm also laughing at people that are like, could the Broncos sign Drew Brees, much like Phillip Rivers did, since Bo Nix is hurt? They could, technically.
Can they?
Yeah.
I don't know if they could or not.
They can sign anybody that was on our roster at the end of the season, they can't sign. So like they couldn't sign Rivers or Rodgers. But
Brady,
Tannehill, Drew Brees.
So it's Jarrett Stidham, the former Auburn quarterback.
And they just signed Ben DiNucci to the practice squad.
Oh, hey, Ben DiNucci. Oh, yeah, we're going to win now.
So this just came through. The Raiders have completed their head coach interview with Mike McDaniel, and they want to talk to Clay Kubiak, the 49ers OC. There's Clint Kubiak and Clay Kubiak. Both are their brothers. So they want to talk to him. I don't think McDaniel's going to get ahead. Like, again, if the Titans hire Robert Saleh, I'm cool with McDaniel's the OC.
Absolutely.
100%. And apparently the linebackers coach from San Francisco, a lot of people think will go with Saleh and be the DC.
Okay. Got no problem with that.
Fine.
In Saleh, we trust.
I think it's going to be Matt Nagy. I want it to be Robert Saleh.
We both know it's going to play out. It's going to be Nagy, and we're going to say like, Robert Saleh. I think Robert Saleh ends up with the Ravens. I mean, they've got a built-in pretty good defense. Boom.
Maybe that could be a good spot. I think Flores could. I could see Flores there as well. Bring in the right guy. Buffalo could change things because I think that's Joe Brady or Dayball ends up with that job. So let's go to Neil in Nashville. Wants to weigh in on the coaching search. Neil, what's up?
Hey guys, how are y'all?
Good.
Awesome. Hey, I just want to say, like, I don't get all this love for Robert Saleh, and I know y'all say don't look at what he did in New York, New Jersey technically, but he was terrible with the Jets. The coach that I want is Mike McCarthy. He's 1 and 2 places, or even McDermott now because he played a huge part in developing Josh Allen. But if it is Matt Nagy, I'm not going to be upset with that. It's an offensive-minded coach, and Andy Reid runs the shots in Kansas City. So, I mean, he did go to the playoffs with, Trubisky, and he's won a coach of the year. But this whole Saleh thing, I don't get it. Like, I'm not a huge Robert Saleh guy, but, I mean, I knew we weren't going to get Harbaugh on them, but I'm going to let Morganzi do what he's going to do. I mean, he's hired to do a job. So if he thinks that Matt Nagy is the guy, I'm going to roll with it. I'm not going to be upset. I'm just going to let it play out. Worst comes to worst, they both suck and they're gone.
Well, no, Neil, I get with you, but you talk about Morganzi. I mean, that's they work together. There was that article a few weeks ago about their close relationship. So,
yeah, he knows it.
Yeah, like if I'm hiring a job and I've got a good friend of mine, a good friend who's qualified for that job, I'm hiring him because he's qualified for the job.
He might be good.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows, man? I mean, second time around, I mean, he's not stupid. The guy went to the playoffs with Mitchell Trubisky, and he had Justin Fields. I'm not a Cam Ward guy myself. I think he messed up not going after a veteran quarterback and taking the Giants' picks. Cam Ward didn't impress me at all this year, but, I mean, if he can get his mechanics fixed, and who knows, with that offensive line, maybe Levis comes out at the beginning of the year and plays well if Cam can't go. But just let Morganzi do what he's going to do. I mean, Amy's trusting him. I'm going to trust him. I mean, he's better than Brinker. My goodness. Thank God they said, hey, we're good on that note. But
right.
All these people, what's going to happen is going to happen. Let's just relax. If he wins 8 games, it's better than 3. So just let him do what he's going to do. And my whole thing is just get Munchak back to run the offensive line and try to get what's his name from the coordinator for that's been here before, the defensive coordinator from Cleveland,
Jim Schwartz.
Yeah, Jim Schwartz. See if he wants to run the defense, but just everybody relax. We can't get any worse than it's been.
Oh, so, you want to bet? Don't say that, buddy. Don't say that.
It's been pretty bad. I'm surprised we didn't go 0-17 this year.
Right. There's always that. Yeah. But you make all good points because those are good points to have going forward. Like, I like Robert Saleh. What happened in New York was out of his hands. There was a lot of things that were into the honeypot there with the owner and Aaron Rodgers and bringing his buddies in. I think he was a no-win situation. Neil, thanks for the call. But I just think if Robert Saleh can come in here running his way, look, they need a hard ass. Brian Callahan was a terrible, terrible head coach. Terrible. There was no respect for him. The day he did not throw, I know we keep going back to this a lot, the day he did not throw Jeffrey Simmons out of practice for throwing a punch, Chase and I were live at the training camp, and I was like, should throw him out. And then Callahan's like, no, I'm not going to throw him out. I mean, you establish your identity on day one. As we've been told before in life, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And I saw that day, I think we told you, Dr. Crane, like, this ain't going to work. These guys don't respect him.
Yeah. I mean, you've mentioned it before, pool noodles. They're just slapping pool noodles around.
Yeah.
And that's what they were doing.
Yeah, I'm going to slap a towel on your ass, and we're going to laugh about it in the locker room.
But
right?
As for Robert Saleh, though, again, there was a conversation I mentioned with Connor earlier this past weekend on our weekend show that can Robert Saleh develop, coordinators into being head coaches or whatever it may be. Again, say what you want about the New York situation, but the interim head coach was Jeff Ulbrich. And again, look what he's done with Atlanta right now. He is being retained as a defensive coordinator under Kevin Stefanski's watch,
right? Which
I think is impressive. And you got to give some credit to Robert Saleh in that.
I agree. I totally agree. And I need somebody to come in here. I said earlier, Vrabel 2.0. I'll take Vrabel 1.5. I mean, they interviewed a guy after the Patriots game yesterday. God, I forget who it was. One of the big ass linemen. And
it was on the Sunday Night Football broadcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because not Tony Dungy. Rodney Harrison asked him that. And he's like, what about Vrabel? He's like, holds us accountable the second we walk in the door. Loves us, coaches us hard, holds us accountable, our teammates. And he finished off by saying, we love him. Right? So yeah. I'm not saying Saleh's Vrabel. He's not. But he's a hard coach. And he's going to come in here and make you earn this. If you want to be here, gone. Be gone. Because you look at the 4 teams left, the Titans are nowhere near how good, how developed these teams are. You need this. So you knock it all down, you start up and make it happen. Patriots were 4-13 last year. 4-13 the year before. Jacksonville was terrible. You can do it. You can make it happen, right? You just got to have the right person to plug in there and get it done.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mentioned this about Mike Vrabel earlier. You got to give the guy his flowers. You're going up in probably the worst situation with New England, talking about the schedule that is. Last place schedule. You have a guy, Mike Vrabel, who knows how to manipulate the NFL system. He takes advantage of it. Goes 14-3, takes him to the AFC Championship game now. So you have a guy that can show direction, and that's what I love most about that interview with Rodney Harrison on Sunday Night Football. Was the one key point that the player made was it's the same message since OTAs. That I think you're going to get with Robert Saleh.
Right? It's the same one. Although the Patriots did play the easiest schedule since 2007. Not their fault. You play the games on your schedule. That's all you could do. And Vrabel's got it done. And look, everybody that attacks it and like, didn't Vrabel used to coach here? We got all that, right? He's been gone 2 years. We all knew Mike Vrabel was going to be successful wherever he landed. We knew it. We knew he was going to be successful. And he went home, and Robert Kraft said, here you go. The world is yours. And he turned it around and made it happen.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though, Joe. When it comes to the New England Patriots into their era with the dynasty was 2019, right?
Yeah, when the Titans beat them.
Yeah, last time they went to the AFC Championship game was 2018. So that kind of goes to show you Vrabel was one to end that dynasty, and now is bringing it back to light.
Look at you. By the way, this was crazy stat. This will be the 15th straight year that either the Chiefs or Patriots are in the AFC Championship. The 15th straight year the Patriots or the Chiefs are in this. It's nuts. And so it's what's happening. But again, I mean, you can't control what's in New England. I'll control what's here. And you get Liam Cohen in Jacksonville. They turned it around. You got the right pieces there. It can happen anywhere. But you got to get the head coach correct. I like Robert Saleh, but I think they'll go with Matt Nagy. And if it's Matt Nagy, fine. Support him. See what he can do. Turn it around. Don't be bitching. Let him work his magic and see what goes on. Get draft choices. Move on. All right, that's the first hour. We got John McClain coming up 2:00. What a great day to talk to John McClain. There have been 10 openings in the National Football League. Now there's only 8 after the Falcons and the Giants have been filled. We got much more in the next 2 hours. Stay with us. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel on 102.5 The Game.
Hour number 2, Chase and Big Joe, 102.5. The Game on this Monday. He's Big Joe Dubin. I'm Chase McCabe, Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier. On the ones and twos, we're on Coach Watch. That the reports were Robert Saleh would come in earlier today and that Matt Nagy would be in this afternoon for interviews. Saleh was supposed to be a Zoom interview last night. They made an in-person interview today after the 49ers were eliminated. So could they be close to naming their next head coach? And oh, by the way, Sean McDermott got fired this morning.
By the way, all y'all hate Saleh on the text line. But nobody wants to. Listen, I'm going to tell you, you're not going to be happy with whoever gets the coaching job.
Yeah, because everybody thinks that like people look at this job as the best job and that you're going to get like, who knows if Sean McDermott even wants this job?
Right.
Right now, he's probably trying to figure out what just happened.
Yeah, I mean, is Sean McVay the best coach in football? He's not coming here. So I don't know. You don't like Roberts, that's fine, but you don't like Matt Nagy, then you don't like Art Smith, you don't like Jeff Haff. I mean, I don't know what you guys want.
I'm just waiting for somebody to throw out Nick Saban's name. Oh, wait.
Right. Nick Saban probably should go to Buffalo. I mean, guys got money,
why not,
got Josh
right?
Allen, right?
That makes
that's
total
perfect.
sense. Let's just throw crap against the wall, see if it sticks.
And Saban's in Miami today where the game is.
Yeah.
Who's in the same division with Miami?
Oh, the Buffalo Bills. There you
Right?
go.
I mean, come on, you hear it here first. No, but I don't know. Look, I love your guys' passion, but you're lashing out at Chase and I. We don't look. We just think Robert Saleh would be great because he's a hard ass. They're going to bring Matt Nagy in. We probably know that because that's Borgonzi's buddy. Fine, bring him in here. Hope he wins. Go that way. There's nothing we can do about it. Nothing.
So I have a little. You enjoy this stuff, so I'm gonna. This is historic nostalgia things. Benjamin Solak tweeted this out. Per ESPN research, only 4 teams in the Super Bowl era have won a playoff game in 6 consecutive seasons. 4 teams have done this in 6 consecutive seasons.
San Francisco?
Wrong.
90. Okay.
I'm just reading the tweet. So
In the Super Bowl era, wouldn't be the Steelers, maybe?
nope.
From 74 to 79? Okay.
6 consecutive seasons is what they're
That's
saying.
74, 79 is six consecutive.
But did they
74.
win?
So yeah, Super Bowl. I mean, playoff games.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know. This is saying they have won a playoff game in 6 consecutive
Well,
seasons.
Patriots got to be one of them.
That's won the 2011 to 2018 Patriots.
Okay.
Won 3 Super Bowls.
Damn, that's 8 seasons too, right there. Let's see. Holy cow, Chaser. Let me go down the list here. You did 6 consecutive seasons. Your Cowboys?
91 and 96 won 3 Super Bowls.
Okay. I see that. That's good. That's
There's a reason I'm bringing this up.
okay. I don't know the other 2. I take forever.
2018 to 2024, the Chiefs,
Okay.
and they won 3 Super Bowls. And then 2020 to 2025, the Buffalo Bills,
Buffalo Bills. Okay.
and did not win a Super Bowl.
All right.
So that's why I was bringing it up. So there you go.
Okay. What? All right. Can you name me, if Vrabel wins, how many guys who won a Super Bowl have led a team to the Super Bowl
Won a Super Bowl as a player.
and led as a head coach, led their team to the Super, not winning the Super Bowl, but back to the Super Bowl?
That's a great question.
Come on now, man.
As a head coach,
There's one I got to see real quick if he is one.
so he's not the first.
He would not be the first. Forrest Gregg led the Bengals to the Super Bowl in 81. He won a Super Bowl with the Packers. The first
their
2
coach?
Super Bowls. No, as a player. So
As
you
a
be a player, you win a Super Bowl. As a head coach,
Oh, gotcha. All right.
bring your guys back in.
Now I think Vrabel might be the first to win, if they win.
He would not be.
Oh, okay. Is it a big name that I should know?
Probably. He's won a Super Bowl. Yep. He won a Super Bowl. He was a defensive back with the Pittsburgh Steelers in the late 70s. He was on your television last night.
Oh, Tony Dungy.
My man. Tony
Interesting.
Dungy
Okay.
won a Super Bowl, and then he led the Colts to the Super Bowl. But you don't necessarily have – Forrest Gregg's another one.
Yeah.
Mike Ditka
would be
was
one.
with the Cowboys and won a Super Bowl and led the Bears in 85.
Okay.
Vrabel would join a very small company of men that have won a Super Bowl and led as a head coach a team back to the Super Bowl. I might be leaving off one guy went to my mind thinking about the other day, but who would be? I mean, a guy that won the Super Bowl now comes back as a head coach. Ron Rivera won a Super Bowl with the Bears in 85 and led the Panthers to the Super Bowl in 2015. That's another one.
Yeah.
So Vrabel could hit some really high caliber company if he leads them to the Super Bowl if they beat Denver on Sunday. But yeah, it's a fun little topic to go in there. And, you know, because not all the times these players do this because it takes a lot, man. Because Vrabel, those guys, Vrabel's teaching the Patriots to play football the way he played football, and it's winning. It's winning. That's why Singletary stopped.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. He couldn't get guys to practice, prepare the way he prepared. And he knew that's the only way. When they don't do it, he's done.
Do you think Sean McDermott could end up being Pagula's Vrabel?
Is that a Shakespeare play?
Pagula is the owner of the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know owners. Nah.
See, I'm kind of with you. Like, I do think he's a good coach, but I don't like Vrabel. I'm like, oh, this is going to come back to bite the Titans. Like they're going to regret this, especially if he goes to the Patriots. And look, he hadn't done it yet, but the odds are in his favor.
They are in his favor
to go do it. But,
that's a great question. We knew this was going to happen in New England. We all knew it,
of course.
And don't say you didn't, because we all knew it was going to happen when Vrabel got up there. And even Tim Hasselbeck, like week 1 or 2, was like, "Look, they're going to be good because Drake May is good. I saw him in college. He's a damn good quarterback." And we're like, "Oh, we saw Trubisky was the same way come out of Duke, and Daniel Jones and all these." Well, Trubisky went to UNC. Sorry. And we're like, "Oh, all these," and then it didn't pan out, but they were dead on all these. But I don't know. We will see what happens. And you have to you went that high company if you can get it done. But through all this, nobody's talking about Seattle. Nobody's talking about Seattle, who might have the best head coach in football right now.
Yeah. Oh, he might be. Now they one of the running backs is out towards ACL.
Oh no. Let's do this. How did Bo Nix break his ankle?
I don't know.
Was that not a designed running play to run down the clock?
I think it was.
Because someone's like, "No, he broke his ankle and kneel down." No, his ankle was broken the play before. Stop doing running plays, design running plays with your quarterback. Stop. Now, if he scrambles and gets hurt, that it happens. But don't design a play. We're not going to go through this again. We talked about Cam Ward a few weeks ago. We're not going to do that. But that's how he got hurt. And now you're going with Jarrett Stidham, hoping to win a Super Bowl on, if Jarrett Stidham could lead them to a Super Bowl, somebody's going to pick him up.
Yeah.
Why not?
He'll be like, did you see Nick Foles tweet?
Yeah, right.
That was pretty good.
He's exactly right, man.
He is right. Yeah, hang on. I want to pull it up and read it exactly what he said. He tweets a lot. Note for all the Broncos and their fans. I know it has been an emotional 24 hours. I feel for Bo and the team, and I'm sending prayers for a strong recovery. A positive note going into the game versus the Patriots is that they struggle against backup quarterbacks in championship type games. I read that and I was like, "Oh, that's a really good." Oh, wait, I get it now.
Yes,
well
right.
Done.
That's excellent.
Well done. 615-737-1025. Bob, Ray, hang on. We'll get to you coming up next here on this Monday. Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game.
Several inches.
I mean, there's one that have 12 inches.
Oh, don't do this to me.
That's what she said.
Don't. Foot's better.
But
Yeah.
we'll settle for 6 inches.
That's what she said.
That's my joke. Damn it, Dwight.
Why are you doing this to me? It's killing me.
We're a bunch of 12th graders.
Oh man.
My Apple Watch is texting former coaches by accident. It's just what a day.
Just hurry and hire somebody, man. Get it over with.
615-737-1025. Bob wants to weigh in on what we're talking about. Hello, Bob.
Hey guys, I heard what y'all talking about the people for and against the different coaches. I'm 100% all for Saleh. The question I've got, the reservation I've got for Nagy, and y'all can probably check on this, but I've heard that, that Kansas City expects him to get a job. But if he doesn't, I've heard he's not coming back as the OC. So that's kind of a red flag to me. I didn't know if y'all had heard that. And then they're saying that the three candidates are Hafley, Saleh, and Nagy. But what about McCarthy that was there the whole weekend? Is he like out or something?
I don't know. All the reporting. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate the call. All the reporting I'm seeing is that those are the three. Now, Schefter is saying he thinks he's still in play because he's talked to the Titans twice, officially once, and then had talked to him like in November or December. I don't know. Then you got some people that saying he's not going to get the job because he's too fat. So
saw that.
I just can't help myself sometimes.
Oh
Sorry.
my God, I love that. Was great.
Like, what are we doing?
He's too fat.
Ray wants to weigh in. What's up, Ray?
With those nuggies.
Not much, fellas. How's it going?
Good.
You guys from around here?
Born and raised.
Okay, so you were talking about a list of players who won the Super Bowl and then took their team as a coach to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
In '86, Jeff Fisher won the Super Bowl with the Bears, and then 13 years later, he took the Titans to the Super Bowl.
Does not count. He's not on the team. He was on injured reserve. That's his words. He I guess technically was still with the organization, but he was not a active player at the time.
Yes.
So he didn't play at all that season?
He did not. He had his he got injured and did not play and went straight to injured reserve. He knew his career was over and was going to be a coach. So we've talked about this with him. And
he has a ring. I think he does have a ring.
Yeah, because he was a member. Yeah. He still was part of the team, but he was not an active
he was
player.
getting paid by them, but he didn't play.
Yeah,
okay,
correct.
So that's some silver lining right there, I guess.
There you go, buddy. That's why you listen to the show, man. We got
Thanks for the call, Ray.
Yes,
appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's test your knowledge real quick.
Got it.
Can you name the last time a team appeared in their conference championship game?
Yeah.
Okay. The Dallas Cowboys.
They appeared last time a game was back in the 95 season.
95.
Yeah. When they beat
and they are
Carolina, didn't they? Not Carolina. They beat they beat Packers, maybe.
Yep.
Okay.
In the NFC, that's the longest drought, but not of all the conference championship games.
Okay.
Do you know who has the longest drought?
Oh my gosh. Jets are 09.
That is 2010. Yep.
2010. Okay. Who else has the long one? Cardinals were in I'm going season, the 08 season. Last time Cardinals were there. I don't do the whole.
Actually, 2015 was the last time the Cardinals were there.
That's right, because they got beat by the Panthers. My bad. My bad. I don't know.
So the Texans have never appeared. They're the only team to never appear in a championship game. The Cleveland Browns in 1989.
That's the last time
they lost to the Bengals, I guess.
Broncos.
Yep.
That'd be the 88 season, but 89 when they played the game. Yeah, that was it. That's another fumble they had, and that was at Mile High.
There is another one in the 90s, even before the Cowboys.
NFC?
AFC
that has not been. Oh, my gosh. Hold on. AFC. I'm going to the Dolphins.
92.
Right, you got beat by the Bills. Yep.
Now, what's funny is they have the Seahawks in the AFC. They last appeared in 83, but obviously they moved to the NFC.
Correct.
We'll be doing that this weekend. let's see. Everybody else has been in there's 2 in the 2000s and then the 10s after that in the AFC.
Oh gosh. I'm trying to get the Chargers.
07.
That's when they lost to Vrabel and them with
Yep.
Danny Thompson got injured.
Yep.
Philip Rivers quarterback. I'm trying to go down the teams.
You should know this one.
Don't put pressure on me. AFC. Colts. Hold on. Shush it. Is it Colts?
Nope. I give you the year, you'll get it.
Okay.
2002.
Raiders.
Yep.
Okay.
That is correct.
I mean, the Raiders have been to one.
Colts were
playoff
14.
game.
2014.
Who'd they beat? Who? That'd been Patriots beat them.
Yeah.
2014 season or 2013?
It just is 2014. The last game. So
Okay.
I guess the 13 season. Yeah. Steelers in 16, Jags in 17. No, it is the season. You're right. Titans in 19,
Okay.
which was actually today. They lost to the Chiefs
6 years ago.
6 years ago today
Man.
in Kansas City.
Yeah, I mean, so getting there, I mean, it's not as easy as you think. Getting to the championship game, it's not that easy.
Nope.
Maybe Kevin knows.
It is not. Let's go to Kevin in Hendersonville. Wants to weigh in on the head coaching search. Kevin, what's up?
Hey guys, I just want to get your thoughts and perspective on this. Maybe I am ignorant and I'm in the minority, but I just can't get behind the fascination of Robert Saleh. Like, I don't know why this fan base is so about him. He has a 20-36 career record as a head coach. This guy is not good. I don't know if we want to become the New York Jets. Obviously they're not doing well right now, but I just don't know why everybody is so for Saleh. I'm not sure who the guy needs to be, but I'm just not for Saleh. So I'll hang up and listen, but I'd love to hear your
Oh, Kevin. No. Kevin, stick with us,
Okay.
buddy. We're going to explain this
I'll
to
stick
you.
with you. Okay.
So
Okay.
Robert Saleh had to work for Woody Johnson, who's a very weird owner.
He's one of the worst owners in the league.
Yeah, and he's always he's worse than Amy Adams, always meddling, right? So Robert Saleh didn't have all the power that he thought he had to bring in this guy and that guy to work with him. And then they got Aaron Rodgers. And Rodgers wanted to do things his way, wanted to bring in these receivers. Remember when Aaron Rodgers did not go to training camp because he had it off? They don't know. Remember that? That should not be allowed. Woody Johnson allowed Aaron Rodgers to skip a crucial, might have been OTAs, to skip a crucial part of practice. And they asked Robert Saleh, why is Aaron Rodgers not? You're the head coach. And he said, not my decision. A lot of things you want as a head coach aren't going to happen. The Jets are a disaster. And so Robert Saleh is a damn good coach and said, if I'm a head coach again, I know what I'm going to do this time. And I don't care who gets mad about this, because he had everything pulled out underneath him with the Jets. That was a no-win situation. That's a terrible organization. He was never going to win. You see what's happening now. Aaron Glenn's never going to win. So that's what I want Robert Saleh here. He's pissed off, he's angry, and he's a damn good coach.
Can I give a polite rebuttal to that?
Absolutely, buddy.
I mean, if we're talking about how poorly ran the New York Jets organization is, all due respect to Miss Amy Adams Strunk, this organization is not being ran well currently either. So, I mean, I just don't see him walking at all respect to Robert Saleh. I think you guys have proved me wrong. I think he's a great coach, but I mean, this organization is so dysfunctional right now already as well. And it seems like he would be walking into a similar situation, and I just don't see where he would be set up for success.
I agree with you, but here's the deal. You don't need another buddy. Yeah, Callahan was your buddy, right? He's your buddy. Hey, did you have a good day, bad day? Robert Saleh doesn't give a damn what kind of day you had. He wants to know if you show up at practice and practice your ass off. That's all he wants. Reading about this guy, he is hard edge, and I think this franchise needs that. And if you don't like being coached hard, you don't need to be here. Get out of here. I just want him because he'd bring a strong voice. This franchise needs that. That's what we're saying.
Do you guys think the front office can step out of the way enough to let him do his job, though?
We're going to find out. I mean, I know that's kind of a cliche answer, but we're going to find out. I mean, they're going to have to. I think you let Borgonzi do his thing and let the new head coach do his thing, and ownership needs to sit down in Houston and lay back. But we'll see if she's capable of doing that.
Thank you guys for the conversation. I appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate you. Yeah, look, here's the deal. Your team is in a spot where, okay, you might feel a little bit better about the direction because they've actually put a real front office in place and you have a real GM who seems to know what he's doing, has a good pedigree, came from a good place. But now it's all got to play out. You were never going to get John Harbaugh. It was a nice feeling, and at least they got a conversation or thought they were going to get a conversation and all that stuff. But it was probably never going to happen. I don't think you're going to get McDermott. And so this is if you want an experienced head coach, this is the list that you have to choose from.
Right. Yeah.
And so is it going to be his guy, which is Matt Nagy, or is it going to be Robert Saleh, or is it going to be Jeff Hafley, who does have head coaching experience at the college level?
It's down to 2, man. I mean, it's down to 2.
I don't think Hafley leaves Miami without a job. I think Miami
again, you're pro kidnapping. I'm not a fan of all this.
It's about to have you kidnapped.
Pro kidnapping, man. I'm not a fan. It's like an episode of CSI Miami. I'm not a fan of all this. What's going on?
Julio wants to win. What's up, Julio?
Hey, happy MLK Monday, guys.
Yes, sir.
Just a quick question about whether you wait at the Titans front office on Sean McDermott to start the process over again and lose and risk losing out on Saleh or McDaniel or McCarthy. To look at that, someone who's only had one losing season since he got there, or do you think Pittsburgh and Baltimore are better landing places for McDermott? And then I'm also curious to hear if you think Arthur Smith is in the mix at all, given how successful he was here in Tennessee.
Thanks for the call, Julio.
Good questions, buddy.
It doesn't feel like Art is in consideration. I think he's getting looks, but the way the offense looked with Rodgers in Pittsburgh and how things went in Atlanta just are hurting him right now. I would love to see him get another shot, but just doesn't seem to be in the cards. And then that is a really good point. Do you risk losing out on who you've kind of narrowed it down to restart and go after McDermott?
I don't.
And is that worth it?
I don't. I mean, the guy got fired today. I mean,
right.
Do you need a data process? I mean, I don't
Probably.
know. I wouldn't.
But I think what unfortunately, what he has to do is he has to tell his agent, like, yes, I'm interested. Give me a day or two. Or, hey, I'm not interested. I'm just going to sit out.
Or say, hey, Arizona, nobody's talking about you.
But, I mean, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, like
Pittsburgh's probably a good landing spot for him.
Yeah.
But they're going to hire some 27-year-old assistant special
that you've
teams
never
coach.
heard of.
Yeah, who's going to be massively successful.
Who's going to be there for 20 years.
Yeah, right. So do all that. Look, it's just the options are open. Now we wait. I expect sometime tonight or tomorrow that it's Matt Nagy has been. I'd be shocked if it's not.
All right. On the Pittsburgh lines, I'm gonna give you a would you rather when we come back.
Oh yeah.
I know you love these.
I did, especially when I was in college.
Chase and Big Joe. Presented by the Omni, 102.5 The Game. Chase a Big Joe 1025 the game on this Monday. It is a reaction Monday as well, which is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville.
There we
Thank
go,
you.
buddy. You're welcome, pal.
Thank you. Had to sneeze there. All right, I got a trivia question for you guys.
Yeah.
Both weigh in on this. Can you name every NFL head coach in the AFC that has had their job since 2022 or sooner?
Yeah. I mean,
Let's list them all off.
so Bills and Dolphins don't have a head coach. Jets, Glenn last year, Vrabel this year. That's done. AFC North, 3 don't have a head coach. Only one's got one, and that is Cincinnati. He was hired in 19. He's out. Let's go to the South.
Well, so Zach Taylor,
Yeah.
that's one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he was hired in 19. So the South is Titans, no coach. Cohen was hired this year. D'Amico was hired in 23. And then Steichen was hired in 23 or
Mhm.
20. Okay.
23.
So then you go into the AFC West. Harbaugh in 24.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Reid in 13.
That's 2.
That's 2. Peyton last year.
I'll go ahead and say you're done.
Okay. Thank you.
It's those 2.
Tell you, all I do is spend my
Andy-
time looking.
Andy Reid and Zach Taylor.
That's it.
That's it.
And Zach Taylor he's got one more year.
Isn't
He's
that
got-
nuts though? Like to think about in the AFC now, in the NFC, it's not that much better. There are 2 that are tied for the longest tenured in the NFC.
Oh gosh. Giants no, Quinn no,
McVay and Shanahan.
Okay.
It's McVay and Shanahan.
Thank you.
And then LaFleur in 19, Campbell in 21, Sirianni in 21, Kevin O'Connell, Todd Bowles in 22.
That's it.
So NFL stands for not for long.
I thought it stood for the National Football League.
Well, it does, but
Okay.
some people say not for long.
Right.
Well. Look what the cat dragged in. Haven't heard from him in a while. Hello, Clay. Where you been?
Boys, did you miss me?
No. I'm kidding. Yes, we did. What's up?
Hey, by the way, I told Dr. Crane this. I'm going to go back. Please let me go back just 2 or 3 days to the question of the day. I should have called because I have a great warning sign.
Okay.
Would y'all like to hear it?
Go ahead.
Of course.
Don't tick me off. I'll flip you off.
That's true.
That is so true.
That is true.
That is so. Did you go to the Vanderbilt game? Oh, I guess you couldn't on Saturday, the Florida game, huh?
Yeah, that was kind of a gut punch, boys.
All you Vandy fans yelping about how bad the refs are on some hook and pull or hook and ladder or something. They pulled the guy down or something. I don't know. I heard y'all yelping about it.
Yeah, Doug Shows, I tell you, he looks good in his shirt. I call him Flex.
Why is that? You see him without his shirt on?
Oh.
Anyway, weren't y'all shocked about, or were y'all shocked about Sean McDermott?
A little bit. I was.
I mean, the guy I think was 98 and 50,
Pretty good in Buffalo.
and went to the. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he went to the playoffs maybe every year but one as coach.
He did, man. But
Sounds right.
sometimes you hit a wall. I'm not surprised. I thought they were done with him.
So, do you think he could get involved in this Titan search?
Maybe. I mean, we've talked about that. I wonder if they're a little too late in the game, but who knows?
But because of the Kansas City connection, you think Bergonzi just wants Nagy?
100%. He's
Yeah,
got
I think-
experience. He coached a quarterback. He led him to the playoffs. I mean, I think he's the guy.
I think Saleh could be in play, but we'll see. Okay, so here's an update from Albert Breer. Clay, hang on. The Titans are going through their second interview with Chiefs offensive coordinator Matt Nagy now. 49ers DC Robert Saleh is in later this afternoon. I thought it was the other way around, per sources. And then Jeff Hafley is tentatively set for tomorrow. but he's in Miami. Amy Adams Strunk is in Nashville for this round.
Nice.
So
do you think he flew in Southwest, Delta, or charter?
Or Air Adams?
Well, that's the charter.
Yeah, I think charter. Clay, what else is new?
By the way, did you take Uber to the LSU game?
I did. No, it's Chase
Okay.
went.
No. To the
Taking me.
To the LSU game? No, I didn't.
I would have been glad to take you.
Well, I would appreciate that. That would have been nice. I'll keep that in mind next time.
And then 2 weeks later, Chase ends up in the river. We're good, man.
We got to run, Clay. We'll see you.
You guys are the best.
You're the best.
Oh,
Clay.
man.
Okay, so that I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. So Nagy's in the building right now, then Saleh this afternoon. That's interesting because if you're truly interested in Saleh, you're going to let Nagy leave, and then you're going to talk to Saleh.
Maybe you say, hey, he knows he's going to be the coach here.
But just hear me out here. But like, does that make you? It's like, hey, we need to sit down with this guy. His name's been out there a lot.
That's fine. I'm good. Do it. I think you should do it.
Gonna be interesting.
Right? What if they say you two fight to the death in the middle of Broadway?
See that sand pit that Vrabel used to send people to?
Right?
You two in that thing,
now,
shirtless in the cold.
Now, if it was Callahan, it'd be like, smack your ass with the pool noodles. Who wins that fight?
We're gonna play hopscotch.
And who's got more points at the end of the day wins. What a joke. God, I hope he gets hired as a coordinator, but if you hire Brian Callahan as a head coach ever again, you deserve whatever's going to happen to you.
You know what would be what would be hilarious is if Vrabel hired him as some sort of offensive assistant just to you know what with Amy
and paid him $1 a year. Because they don't, you can pay you whatever you want.
Yeah.
But like, well, it's the unwritten rule. You got to pay him what he's worth. No, you don't.
Yeah.
If you owe me $4 million, I'm going to rub it in
and
her
it
face.
offsets. So
Yes.
it's like, hey, I'm gonna pay you,
Vrabel comes by the $1 bill. Here's your check. And be done with it. Oh, it'd be great. It'd be fantastic if he did that.
Oh, it'd be so good. All right. So yeah, Albert Breer says the Titans are going through their second interview with Matt Nagy now, and they have Robert Saleh later this afternoon, Jeff Hafley tomorrow. But I feel like Jeff Hafley gets the job in Miami.
Yes, no doubt. And it's been mentioned over and over him being the job there for getting the job with the Dolphins. I just wonder, what is, these national guys, Breer and Rappaport and Schefter and all those, they're just plugged in with the agents. Is there a source inside the building? Or they call the player himself or the coach himself and did that?
Yeah,
because didn't Mortensen, God rest his soul, have the agent part of this, and Schefter had the player, and they would often conflict with each other?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was right.
Like, they've all got outlets to talk to people. But look, you guys don't want Saleh. Do you want Nagy? Because on the text line, nobody wants Robert Saleh. Do you want Matt Nagy? Because that's pretty much you got left.
Is there a thought with McDermott of if he couldn't get it done with Josh Allen, do you really think he's going to get it done with Cam Ward?
No, not at all.
I'm just asking. 615-737-1025. We'll get to more of your calls and texts coming up next. Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game, here on this Monday. Just keeping an eye on Twitter today.
And I feel bad if Robert Saleh gets a job. None of y'all are going to support him, but he's not getting the job. Will you support Matt Nagy if he gets the job? I'm telling you, I'm going to be so obnoxious.
I think you're going to have half the fan. You're going to have. I'm not going to say half. I'm going to say you're going to have a segment of the fan base that's going to hate Matt Nagy. You're going to have a segment that would hate Saleh, and then you're going to have the segment that's like, let's just wait and see. And then you're going to have a segment that's like, tell me when they're good again.
That's always
because here's the thing:
winning combination.
Whoever they hire has to do one thing. All you got to do is one very simple thing:
win.
Just win, baby.
That's it.
As Al Davis said so famously.
He so famously said that.
Ryan in Brentwood wants to weigh in on Robert Saleh. Ryan, what you got?
What's going on, guys? How are y'all?
Good.
Me personally, I would be a hard no on Robert Saleh because he's a Muslim, and
we'll turn that off.
Yeah,
Take care, buddy.
We'll end on that.
Oh man. Good times though, man. You doing okay today, buddy?
I'm doing great. Wasn't expecting that one.
Are you still held? Are you living over there in Bellevue?
Yeah. Just having a good time.
That's good. Man. About those Preds.
How about those
big
Preds?
win Friday night, knocking off this obnoxious Colorado Avalanche team.
Yeah. Wasn't good on Saturday, but that's okay.
We talked last week. Give me 2 points.
Yeah.
Give me 2 of those 4. Give me 2. You said Utah. Give me 2.
Yep. Anyway, we'll see about Robert Saleh, and we'll see about McDermott and Matt Nagy and everybody else.
Poor Nick, Dr. Crane. Shuttle drill's working good for you, buddy.
Did you pull a hammy?
Nah, we're good. We've been exercising, boys.
Okay,
I'm
good.
telling you, if I'm starting a football team, Dr. Crane's going to be you're my nickelback, man. You roam the field. Or by Warrior, or what is like, every team's got a different name for that nickel. Rover, Bandit, Warrior, Thunder.
I'll take Bandit.
Bandit's pretty good. Yeah.
Kind of
Good
the
job.
common name for a nickel corner is Bandit.
Well, I mean, yeah, I get it.
Or Band-Aid.
So a few people have asked this on the text line, that is there any chance at all that Nagy would come in and be the offensive coordinator for Robert Saleh? I don't think so.
No.
Because why would you leave Kansas City? I understand Kansas City had a bad year and they need to retool, but like, would you rather, if you're not getting a head coaching job, would you rather work with the OC with Mahomes or with Cam Ward?
Sorry.
I know we're good.
Oh man. No, he's not going to be the OC. It's not going to happen. He's in a good position with Kansas City. He wants to be the head coach again. You're not doing a lot. I don't think the Chiefs would allow a lateral move anyway. Because they said that about Shanahan said
His contract's up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
I think that
okay,
changes.
okay,
I think
okay.
that's why they're talking to Bieniemy, because they want to be sure.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Now,
I'm still a little frazzled.
you're not the only one. We kind of expected that, but that's okay. Oh, we'll move on.
Actually, I didn't expect that at all. I thought it was just like
We had a chat earlier,
well,
pre-show,
Yeah.
about coaches that are coming here.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Well, because now I'm getting people text like, "What happened?"
you don't worry about it. You just eyes forward on all this. Real quick, who wins tonight?
I think Indiana. I think I'd like to see Miami win. I don't know why. Just because I think everybody thinks Indiana's going to win, but I think Indiana's.
You know why I want Miami to win? Because now all of you that really don't watch college football, you're like, I love this Indiana team. They're good. This is great. I just want Miami. I like to see Miami just punch them in the face and win it, shut all that nonsense down. Even some of my friends that are Tennessee fans, like, you know what? I'm watching this Indiana team. Just stop. We always gravitate toward that thing. So I'd like to see Miami go in there and just punch it to them tonight. Although I'd like to see Charlie Becker score a couple touchdowns. Nashville boy and get it done. But gosh, the Hurricanes are out. Xavier Lucas missed the first half because of targeting. Demary Brown's a game time decision. He's a defensive end. I mean, they're out some guys, and meanwhile, Indiana's might be without their kicker, Brendan Frankie or Frank, whoever his name
Is he the one that wears short? No, that's Oklahoma.
Those tight shorts. You sent me a picture like, look at this. I'm like, jeez, I don't see this.
Schefter reporting the Detroit Lions are finalizing a deal to hire former Cardinals offensive coordinator Drew Petzing as their offensive coordinator.
Where did the other offensive coordinator go?
They fired him because Campbell took over play calling at the end of the year.
It's 4th and 13 from 4. We're gonna go for it. We're
We're on our own one. Let's go for it.
We're not gonna bring a damn punter out. He sounds like Lou from Major League.
No, he sounds like you, because you'd probably be the same way.
Are you damn right I am?
It's 4th and 25 at your own 2. Go for it.
Yeah.
Offense.
The Broncos had it at the damn Bills 40 and they punted. And the guy fair caught at the 13 and Romo's like, yeah, that's what you want to do there. I'm like, no, kick the field goal. You're damn Denver. There's no air there. Go for it. But coach,
don't do dumb that hurt the team.
Thank you.
I love today. They did a rant. Joe's rant today was great at 7:45 about Ian put together all the Vrabel clips. Man, it was just Vrabel just loved to dog Joe Rexrode. It was great, man. Every bit of that, the hand, all the stuff that goes on. It's just good times with all that.
The zip your pants one was pretty funny with PK. I don't know if you heard that.
Oh, I did not. Can you play that? Can you find it?
Yeah, I'll find it for you.
Okay. Yeah. So those were good times. When you're winning, everybody's having a good old time. All right, we were doing this and doing that. You know, that was Vrabel's first playoff win since the Baltimore game in 2019 season.
That you're right. That's true.
Because they lost the next year to the Ravens when Kenny Vaccaro couldn't shut his mouth and Lamar Jackson ran past him. And
Tannehill kind of played poorly.
And then 21 was the Bengals game.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, going to find it. These Vrabel
what was
clips
this?
are so great.
Oh, this was Vrabel.
Telling Kuharski to pull his pants up or zip his pants up.
So you come right in glazing Vrabel, huh? Just Vrabel glazing.
Come in here and kick Vrabel's ass real quick.
Vrabel, smash away.
You can ask me anything you want to ask me, Joe, but
Good Lord, Paul, zip your pants up for Vrabel.
Here's a man that has touched the hem of Jesus.
why are you holding your hands like that?
He looks like he has baby hands. Wave to me, Kenny. Wave.
No, I'm just saying, like, you look ridiculous.
Real mature, Mike. Real mature. Give me a hug, Kenny.
Joe liked that one. It was a layup, Joe.
I'm absolutely going Mason Rudolph over Drake May.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was good stuff.
That was
riveting.
Ian Safar special.
That
was good.
Just some of that was really good. Just the Vrabel on Rexrode stuff was good. It was good. I never got into it because I didn't care enough. Like when they did the press conference, you could go in the locker room afterwards. I never did. I don't want to hear from anybody. I could care less. I get off TitansOnline.com. Remember one time I went in the locker room and Tatum Everett, Fox 17, is like, "You're not going in the locker room?" I said, "No, I'm going to go eat. You want to go?" She's like, "Yeah, all right, let's go eat." And we left. I'm like, what are you going to get in there? Stand around for 30 minutes?
And that's why all these places want to control their own content now,
right?
Because it's like
it's easy. So Taylor Lewan can do fart jokes and slap ass with his buddies, and you wait an hour. I'm not waiting on that jackass.
Yeah,
he's not determining my day. I'm gone. I'm out of there. I'll get it off TitansOnline.com.
I mean,
courtesy of them all on the top of the screen. You're good to go. Do it all the time. Lazy? You damn straight it is.
Anywho, 615-737-1025. Coming up next, we will talk to our man John McClain down in Houston. He can put this back on the rails.
Maybe. Oh, she ain't gonna do that.
We'll do that coming up next. Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Hour number 3, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Monday, continuing all the coaching news and the playoffs with our good friend John McClain, who joins us now. John, good afternoon. How you doing?
Well, it's a bleak day in Houston, as you guys can imagine, based on the way C.J. Stroud stunk it up yesterday, and Texans wasted a great defensive effort, especially by Will Anderson Jr. with 3 sacks, Daniil Hunter with 2. And then I get up this morning and I see Sean McDermott is fired, and I wondered, all these teams that have done 2 interviews, like the Titans, would stomp the brakes and see if they wanted to hire McDermott. I also wonder if John Harbaugh and Kevin Stefanski wish the Bills had been open so they could work with Josh Allen. So 10 ties the all-time record. In 2022, 10 new coaches were hired. 8 have already been fired.
All right, so let's start with the McDermott news. I feel like if you're any of the, I guess, 7 of the 8 jobs that are open, that have been you're down the road on this process now. You need to find out, like today, hey, are you interested or no, or because you're down the road. So I hate it for him because you just got fired this morning. I'm sure he's in shock right now. Do you think the best bet for him might be just take a year and then come back?
Well, he's already said he wants to coach, and there's a lot of jobs available out there. And but because he's been with them for 9 years, made the playoffs 8 years, his record 98-50 in regular season, but he hadn't been to a Super Bowl. And people liken it to what happened with Tony Dungy. He rebuilt the Buccaneers, perennial playoff team, couldn't get over the hump. They give up 2 1s and 2 2s to get John Gruden. They win a Super Bowl. John Fox lost a Super Bowl in Denver. They hired Gary Kubiak. Then Gary Kubiak wins a Super Bowl. So the difference is, it's amazing to me. A guy like McDermott, there's still 6 job openings. I'd imagine his agent, who probably didn't have a lot of things scheduled for today, it probably weren't involved interviews for his head coaching client. The agent's going to have his hands full, and I think everybody should pump the brakes and check out McDermott before you make a decision, including the Titans.
Yeah, well, and we'll see. We'll see if they end up doing that. Reports are that Matt Nagy is in the building right now, and that Robert Saleh will be in the building this afternoon with Jeff Hafley tomorrow. So will be interesting to see. Let's go back to Houston now.
Hang on a second.
Yes, sir.
I covered Robert Saleh for 6 years here, and Robert was so far down the chain. When Gary Kubiak was hired in 2006, Robert had already been as like a bottom of the line assistant coach with Dom Capers, the original coach. And Robert stayed 5 more years, and he worked his way up. But he worked his way up to linebackers, which meant he was coaching D'Amico Ryans. So that's how he and Kyle Shanahan hired D'Amico when they went to the 49ers. And then, of course, D'Amico replaced Saleh's defensive coordinator and came here. Robert he's a great defensive coach. He's very forceful. I think it would be interesting if the Titans hired him. And I don't know what his relationship with Mike McDaniel is. They may have been really close. They may not. But if Saleh got that job and hired McDaniel as the offensive coordinator and play caller, I think people should be really happy with that. Now, Matt Nagy went to the playoffs twice with Mitchell Trubisky, including a 12-4 record. But he still got fired, I think, after 4 years. But and of course, Vagonzi knows him very well. And I've been reading everything I can about coaching. And I just read, I think the other day, Friday and maybe today, NFL people have thought Matt Nagy would get a head coaching job. Well, I hadn't heard that during the season. I hadn't heard anything about it since Andy Reid dominates everything there as the play caller in such a presence there. But it looked like Nagy had more than one team interested in him besides the Titans. But I do think they should check out Sean McDermott Are you interested or are you not?
Yeah.
John Harbaugh was interested.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm 100%. Like, you have to make a phone call. And, by the way, there's a report today that the Chiefs are anticipating Nagy to get a head coaching job. And so they're going to talk to Eric Bieniemy about bringing him back as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, well, I remember when Andy Reid was saying all kind of great things about him, and I was told, well, that's because Andy calls all the plays and he wants to move up his quarterback coach to offensive coordinator, and that is Mike Kafka, who just was the interim coach with the Giants.
We're talking to John McClain on the Chasing Big Joe show. John, going back to that Texans-Patriots game, I mean, the question is, what happened to C.J. Stroud? So I'll ask you, what in the world happened to C.J. Stroud?
He didn't lose a fumble in the regular season. He had 5 fumbles at Pittsburgh and 2 interceptions. He only threw 8 interceptions during the season. He threw 1 against the Steelers, and they won 30-6 because his defense just dominated and produced 2 touchdowns. And then he gets in this game, and I know the Patriots were – I put the over-under on how many Patriots were going to say after the game. They got so tired of people talking about the Texans defense, and they wanted to show people we got a great defense too. And Stroud, it's obvious to me he did things in the playoffs he hadn't done in regular season. And he made some of the dumbest decisions with the ball I have ever seen, instead of taking a sack or throwing it away. And I don't know how you get that corrected. And also, he panicked in the pocket, looked like he lost his courage. And they fired the offensive coordinator after the 24th season, Bobby Slowick, who'd been here 2 years with him. Nick Caley came in. Caley gotten a lot of criticism for the offense this year. And they should devote just about everything in the draft and free agency to bolstering the offense, particularly the offensive line, for the 4th year in a row, till they can get it right, because so far they have not. But if I'm Stroud, I'm leaving the country for about 3 months because he's just getting eviscerated here. People are down on him. They think Davis Mills should be the starter. Davis Mills is not going to be the starter. They should draft a quarterback like Ty Simpson. They're not drafting a quarterback. Stroud's the guy. The difference is he could have gotten a contract extension this coming off season like Will Anderson Jr., and now Will Anderson Jr. will get one, probably make him the highest paid defensive player in the league, and he deserves it. But they'd be crazy to give Stroud another one. They'll pick up the 5th-year option and make him bounce back and prove in his 4th season he's worth $55 or $60 million a year, whatever the going rate is.
John, is everything C.J. Stroud done at this point gone because of what happened yesterday?
I think everything he's ever done is gone because of the playoffs overall. I mean, he was terrible. And yesterday was the epitome. And the bad, he threw 4 interceptions in the first half. 3 were his fault. A pick 6 was one of the dumbest plays I've ever seen. A guy's in his face, he throws it up like a duck being shot out of the sky. And Marcus Jones returns it for a pick 6. And those decisions are mind-boggling because he didn't make decisions like that during the season. So I don't know if they're going to change any more coaches or stick with him. I know they love Stroud, great guy, teammates like him, but man, oh man, they got to do something differently with him next season.
John, do you think this might have been, so far in the 2025 playoff season, the best NFL has ever had? I mean, Wild Card Weekend was fantastic. This past weekend, 2 of your 4 games go to overtime. I mean, I can't get enough of it. And I don't remember or recall it being this simply fascinating.
I'm with you, Joe. We got bad weather, which people love in the playoffs, snow. We had it in Chicago yesterday. We had it in Foxborough. And when you have overtime games, there's nothing better than overtime. Sudden death. There's no sudden death in the regular season anymore, but there is. You have it in OT. And I love seeing – I want both teams to always get the ball, and that way one team just doesn't take it like New England did against Kansas City when they changed the overtime rules in the playoffs and regular season. But I'm with you. These things are so exciting. Now, traditionally, the championship games haven't been as interesting as a divisional round. But this year, from the wild card round to the divisional round, these games this weekend are going to have a hard time living up to what we've seen so far.
John McClain is with us on the Chase and Big Joe show. We'll have more with him coming up on the other side here on 102.5 The Game. Now, this is a country song. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Monday, continuing our conversation with John McClain down in Houston. John, who gets the Steelers job? We've kind of made the joke that they'll hire some guy that nobody's heard of, and he'll end up being there for 20 years and, winning a Super Bowl. It seems to work out for them, but that one's kind of an interesting one.
Well, the thing about the Steelers, they did that with Chuck Noll and Bill Cowher, and Bill was defensive coordinator. He'd been special teams and linebackers, and he was working for Marty Schottenheimer in Kansas City when he got the job. And then, of course, Mike Tomlin had been a defensive coordinator one season, and he blew away Dan Rooney, the late owner. And his father, Art Rooney Sr., hired Chuck Noll. Dan Rooney played a big role in it. So now you have Art the second. It's the first time he has hired somebody, and he is a great owner like all the Rooneys have been. And I don't know that they can just get anybody because they operate differently than other teams. They don't spend a lot on facilities. They don't have monster departments. Their analytics need to be brought up to date. And maybe they get another defensive coordinator. But I would guess Sean McDermott would be a coach they would reach out to because he's got to know a lot about him since he's been in the league for so long and in the conference for so long. But it would be going against the grain. And if they took a defensive coordinator or several good ones out there, they don't seem to be in a hurry to make moves. But I'd like to see them keep up that tradition of hiring another young defensive coordinator.
Well, yeah. And I mean, McCarthy also makes sense too. He's from the area and a Super Bowl winning coach, but I'll be curious to see how that one ends up developing as things go along. When you going back to the playoffs now, we know that Bo Nix is out. A lot of people are saying, okay, Patriots probably get through Denver and Jared Stidham and then go to the Super Bowl. You never know. We've seen crazier things happen, but I just feel like the way Vrabel has that team playing, and you just saw him, even if you had your regular quarterback, they're just going to be tough to stop.
One more thing about the Steelers. Mike McCarthy's from Pittsburgh. He's about as Pittsburgh as you can get. No matter where he's coached, he always talks about Pittsburgh and the Steelers that he grew up loving. So I wouldn't count out Mike McCarthy. That'd be totally going against the grain. And they still got to have a quarterback. As far as Jared Stidham, he's a Texan. He went to Baylor to begin his career. Art Briles told me one time he thought he could be as good or better than Robert Griffin III. Then Baylor had the scandal. He took a year off, went to junior college there, worked on, got credit, and then he went to Auburn. And he's had a few big games in his career. Now, he's only taken one snap this season on a kneel down. And Sean Payton is a great quarterback coach, and Denver has a great defense. And Drake May's had a lot of turnovers, and he's been sacked a lot in these two playoff victories. So I'm not going against Mike Vrabel based on what I just saw. But the key is if their defense can beat up C.J. Stroud the way it did, then I think it's certainly capable of doing the same thing or more to Jared Stidham.
Talking to John McClain on the Chasing Big Joe show. John, do we give Sean Payton enough credit, though, for what he's done?
I think he gets enough credit. He's a jerk. That's why he doesn't get more. As you saw last week when a guy asked him a legitimate football question, he dressed him down. And there's been several things. The media up there don't like him because he bullies them. But what they don't like is not the way he treats them, but the way he treats people behind the scenes. He's that way with everybody. But he is a great coach. He has done a fantastic job with the Broncos. And so he'll have Stidham ready to play. He will have a game plan that doesn't put a lot on him. And then you hope you don't fall behind. He has to throw all the time. It'll be a lot of short passes, quick passes to get away from the pass rush. And he'll see what they did to C.J. Stroud. If Stroud had just thrown the ball in the dirt on every passing attempt, his rating would have been higher than it was yesterday. So they can't tell Stidham throw them all in the dirt. But the main thing is you just don't turn it over and put us in a bad position. So I think it'll be low scoring, and it'll probably end up being a field goal game. But I'm not going against Vrabel. I like Mike. I hope Mike gets it. I hope he goes to the Super Bowl and wins another one for the Patriots.
You know, it's funny, John. A lot of people out there are saying and wanting Peyton to sign Drew Brees and bring him in for this run, which would be unprecedented at the same
47.
time. Would be wonderful to bring him in to run the it's just something that we'd never thought you'd see in this lifetime, and here we go.
Well, they'd be better off bringing in Phillip Rivers since he's actually thrown a pass in the last 5 years.
Right. You do all that. John, Mike McDonald, the job he's done in Seattle, I know it's so far out there, we hardly ever pay attention to him. But watching them just dismantle the 49ers, the way they played the last month of the season, that is such a good football team. And Mike McDonald is such a good coach.
Pete Carroll had total control there. I see things by national media. Well, John Schneider, when he built this, now he's building that. John Schneider didn't build it. He was these general managers that coaches have final say, they're valuable, but the coach still has final say. Pete Carroll got fired. John Schneider got final say, and he's made tremendous decisions on personnel, whether it's free agency, the draft, trades, waiver claims, and he hired McDonald, who did a great job in his short stint as a defensive coordinator for Baltimore. And then McDonald did a great job hiring Clint Kubiak as his offensive coordinator and play caller. And that defense is tremendous. And the Rams right now, they're playing a lot of close games, not blowing people out like they did. I'm taking Seattle. I was just talking about Gary Kubiak. He's going to the game because of his son. And of course, he's all excited about it. But I think that the job that Clint did the other day with Sam Darnold. Now, if they're going to lose, it's going to be because of Darnold. That oblique, which is on your side, he took a shot at Thordahl, and it takes an hour to kick in, and it's not going to just improve over a week. So he's going to be playing again with a sore oblique on his side, and those things hurt. And so if the Rams are going to win, it's because their defense, which is okay, played really well against injured Sam Darnold. I would love to see Seattle win. I'd like to see Darnold finally get to a Super Bowl after his roller coaster career.
I'm with you on this one. Besides, I don't even think I have an oblique. John McClain's with us. John, I for some reason in my weird mind, this Arizona franchise, I'm fascinated by this too as well, because nobody wants this job. There's really no candidates out there have talked about Arizona. What's wrong with Arizona? Is this because it's been hapless for so long?
Hapless is a great way to put it, Joe. They've been hapless. Their stadium is great. Their facility's not. Michael Bidwell, he'll spend some money, but he doesn't spend a lot. They don't sign a whole lot of expensive free agents. They don't have a quarterback. They're going to get rid of Kyler Murray, it looks like. And I'm guessing they'll hire a coordinator. Maybe it's somebody that's gotten a couple of interviews. Maybe it's not. Would a former coach like Mike McCarthy, would he go to Arizona? Does he want a third head coaching job to be there? It's such a hapless place in a division right now that has replaced the AFC West as the best in the NFL.
John McClain is with us on the Chase and Big Joe show. Something I saw earlier that one of the insiders, I guess it was Rappaport, put out there that the Bengals are allowing Dan Pitcher, their offensive coordinator, to interview for OC jobs so he can call plays, since Zach Taylor calls plays. We've seen Brian Callahan and other coaches that had never called plays before, stumble when they get to that point and they are a head coach. Is this a practice you could see other coaches doing moving forward, of letting guys go get that play calling experience?
Chase, it depends on how the offensive coordinator is being used. Like Kyle Shanahan uses Clay Kubiak, Gary's second son, a lot in their game plan. And Clay's getting an interview with Pittsburgh, and he's involved in a lot. And he's on the headphones with him constantly up in the press box. Now, I don't know what Brian Callahan's role was. Just because a guy is calling the plays doesn't mean he's not in that headset having a offensive coordinator say, hey, do this, do that. This is happening. You might think about this. Or so-and-so looks like he's tired, things like that. So Kyle Shanahan was asked, would you let Clay Kubiak out of his contract to go somewhere as an offensive coordinator so he could call plays? And he goes, he calls some plays now. Why would I want him to go somewhere else as offensive coordinator? He's staying right here. So really it depends on the responsibilities they get from the head coach.
John, do you care about the national championship tonight in football?
Absolutely, I do. I've been watching Pat McAfee and other shows all day. I'm trying not to watch any more about the Texans because I stayed up ripping them most of the night. And I'm picking Indiana. I'm not getting away from Indiana, and because it's the greatest success story in the history of college football.
Amen, brother. It sure is.
All right, before we let you go, because I have a feeling they will hire somebody before we talk to you again. Who's your final vote for Titans head coach?
Well, I would like to see them interview Sean McDermott and see what they think. I covered Robert Saleh, but I know this, Matt Nagy, if you can go to the playoffs 2 times with Mitch Trubisky and still finish 12-4, you know what you're doing. He's worked with Andy Reid now 2 times, and I don't think Mike McGonaghy can hire somebody because he's friends with him. I think McGonaghy knows he may not get another chance. And so if he decides to go with Matt Nagy, an offensive coordinator, I got no problem with it, but I would like to see Sean McDermott because he's got such a great track record.
All right, we will see what happens. John, appreciate it as always, and we'll talk to you next week.
Chase and Joe, thank you guys very much, as always.
Absolutely. John McClain joining us here on the program as he does every Monday at 2:00. Coming up next, there is one little connection that I missed on one of these candidates that I'm wondering if it has any bearing whatsoever.
I like it.
In this. Plus, I have a story from the weekend that I need to share with the people.
I think they need to hear this.
Yeah, we will discuss that coming up next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game.
All right, guys, Big Joe here again. We spent a lot of time on our show talking about mental health with men over the last few years. We're so grateful for all the guys who have reached out in the last few years, but we got a lot of work still to do. We will not rest telling you how better our world is because you are here. You get so much to live for. We're not stopping in 2026. That's why we're so honored to be partnering with Unity Psychiatric Care, just a wonderful place right here in Middle Tennessee for you to get well, and it works. Here's all you got to do. Just go to GameNashville.com. Click on the Chase and Big Joe show, and there you will see a link to Unity Psychiatric Care. Again, so many reached out to us. Now we got a partner that cares about you. Listen, you don't have to go through any of this alone. I know this. It's private, it's confidential, and they offer telehealth. You don't have to leave your house to get help. And yes, they're based right here in Middle Tennessee. And this is so important. If you have a loved one who needs to talk and you are worried, you could be that person that changes their world. Again, go to the GameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show, and then on the right side, you'll see all the information you need for Unity Psychiatric Care. Guys, it works. It works so well. And help us just around the corner and know that you don't have to go through any of this alone.
Chasing Big Joe 102.5, the game on this Monday. So one quick little tiny thing about Robert Saleh.
Oh, do tell.
Do you know what he did after he was fired from the Jets?
He went and he did something with the Packers, right?
Right. Now, I know that Chad Brinker was here, but do you read anything into that there's people in the Packers building that he knows that, hey, he makes some calls and it's like, hey, you know.
Not at all, because he and Matt LaFleur are very, very, very close.
Well, that's a good point too.
Very close. And so it doesn't, you need to be around football, right? Like, why did Vrabel go to the Browns last year? He didn't need to.
Yeah.
I mean, you're bored. I mean, your whole life you've been around football. Now you're not. So I think Saleh was like, all right, I need to spend a year up there with him. And I thought it was good for him and to get back to his roots. But him and LaFleur are very tight.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. We're just
it's like you and Ricky, right?
What?
Like when Ricky gets laid off from non-athletic, he's going to need a year to hang out.
Yeah,
he'll come hang here to 102.5.
That's fine. Yeah, he can do that.
Unpaid, by the way, Ricky.
I don't think he's getting paid now anyway. So that's
Speaking
totally
of
fine.
you and Ricky, though.
Okay, so we decided, and I wanted to wait till the end to tell this story but this was a funny one. We decided to drive up to Evansville to the Bally's Casino, play a little blackjack, hang out, watch the games. They have a book up there too. So, just figured we'd make a little day trip. It's 2 hours away. So we had a good time. So we're heading back and, we're going to roll into Nashville like right at 11 o'clock, so again, good little up and back. And I've never had this happen to me before. But we get on 24. We had literally just gotten on 24. So we're right outside of Clarksville and, or not too far outside of Clarksville, but we're cruising along and I see a police officer that has somebody pulled over on the side of the road. So I'm in the far lane and they get done with the stop. They move into traffic. Okay, cool. Everything's good. And then about a mile, 2 miles later, I see the lights come on again. And we're like, oh, he's getting somebody. That's what he's after. Then all of a sudden, like, I'm behind this cop and I realize we're slowing down and he starts weaving between lanes to basically not let anybody pass him. And I'm like, oh, he's stopping. We're slowing down for some reason. And I'm having a little bit of a, what is this? This is kind of weird. It's night, it's dark. And then I see off to the side down in a ditch, I see an 18-wheeler and I'm like, oh. And then I see the tow truck and I'm like, oh, okay. So we stop. And I feel like I'm leading the Daytona 500 and I'm stopped on the backstretch behind the pace car.
Okay.
That's real. That's what it felt like. Joey sat there for 2 freaking hours.
No, I would walk back to Nashville.
I mean, we probably could have
2
and
hours.
Here's the thing. It was like 20 degrees. So I left. I couldn't turn the car off. Otherwise it would have just gotten real cold, which would have not been fun.
Not at all.
But I looked behind us. I mean, it was like a sea of, cars behind us. We sat there for 2 hours watching them try and pull this damn truck out.
Everybody okay?
Everybody was good.
All right, good.
And they had the tow truck that was pulling the cab. And I think what they thought was, okay, we got it hooked up. We need to stop traffic so we can pull it out. No problem. Well, they start pulling the thing out. And because of how it landed, the trailer wants to flip.
Oh, yes.
So they have to call in a second tow truck to stabilize the trailer to pull the whole damn thing out of the ditch, which took 2 hours to do. The funniest part of the whole thing was the cop that stopped traffic and was just sitting in front of us. After like 45 minutes, he's like, I'm out. And he literally weaved around and took off.
You should have done that.
I thought about it.
Was there no cop around?
No, another one came.
Oh, damn it.
Another one was there. So
you got home at 1:30?
2, close to 2. By the time I dropped Ricky off and then got home, it was about 2 o'clock.
Now, God bless you, but I'm not sitting there.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
Go around.
You're gonna go in the ditch and
Yeah.
go.
And like, what are you doing, Mike? I can't hear. And then you go around and go. It's never happened to me, and I'm thankful for that. Now I've had my car break down on the interstate many times, different, but to be stuck there, can't do it, man. So God bless you on your patience.
I
couldn't do it, man.
It was not fun. I'll say that. It was definitely not fun.
Yeah, I mean, luckily, I've been 15, 20 minutes in traffic around, maybe 30, but you're moving a little bit, right? But to be stopped for 2 hours, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
Yeah, it was.
I would run my car in the ditch. That way they get me out and then I can go.
Yeah.
But
that would be the funny thing. Like you end up stuck in the ditch and
can't do it, buddy. Can't.
So that was our Saturday night.
Did you win any money in Evansville or no?
I left some there that I can go get when.
Oh,
I go
okay.
back.
So you're being a good guy.
Yeah. No, I donated.
Ricky leaving that Hunt Brothers money up there?
He donated. It's a donation.
Yes. Good.
But it is what it is. Who wins tonight?
God, I want to say Miami so bad because it's 8.5.
I want to say Miami too, but I think Indiana.
It's 8.5. Do you take the points? Well, looky who's on
I
TV.
was just about to say that.
God.
Tebow
Fisher.
and Jimbo.
Yeah, Tebow and Jimbo. What's Jimbo going to say?
Blue Bible. I don't know.
I just look at him and I'm taken back 30-something years.
Speaking of, I want to test your knowledge on something real
Sure.
quick.
You got it, buddy.
Before we get out of here. This is from CNBC, the most valuable SEC athletic programs, ranked 1 through 16.
I'm going to say 16 is Mississippi State.
You are correct. 625 million.
No offense, Dr. Crane. And I'm going to say 15 is Vandy.
655 million.
And I'm going to say number 1 because it is the richest school. It's got to be Texas.
You are correct, sir. 1.48 billion.
Is A&M second?
1.32 billion.
All that oil money. Then after that, it would be, you'd say Bama because of football, but I don't think it would be.
Number 5, 1.09 billion.
So third, Oklahoma.
Number 7, 1.01 billion.
Third, LSU.
Number 6, 1.05 billion.
I know it's not Tennessee.
Number 4.
Wow.
1.12 billion. Thank you, Haslams.
Okay. I don't have Georgia.
Number 3.
Okay.
1.16 billion.
Where's Arkansas on that?
12. 800 million.
They have the Walmart money. Why are they 12?
I know. 800 million. Florida so the only teams over $1 billion are Texas, Texas A&M, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, LSU, Oklahoma. Florida just under at 975 at 8. Kentucky is 9th, 910 million. South Carolina 10, 812 million. Auburn at 810. Arkansas at 800. Ole Miss at 755. Mizzou at 700. Vandy 655. Mississippi State 625.
Sorry, Dr. Crane.
So
what was Texas again?
1.
Exactly 1 billion?
1.4 billion.
1.4.
Or 1.48 billion.
So, gosh, it's 2.5 times Mississippi State. Look, they got all that money. But look, how many championships you won in football? 1 in 05? That's the last one you got.
Yep.
They had on 3 had the all too early top 25 next year. Number 1, Ohio State. Number 2, Texas. And I think third was Georgia.
Yep. By the way, everybody texting us about Drew Brees and like his arm's a noodle now. We were joking.
We know that.
We know.
Yes. He just knows.
If you haven't learned by now,
right?
Like we do like to joke sometimes.
He's talked about how well he knows that offense.
Yeah.
He knows Sean Payton and he knows that offense. That was the connection there. But no, they're not going to bring him back. But I mean, if they would have done that, they'd have reached out to Tannehill yesterday or to somebody Sunday. Like, hey, we need you in here immediately to do all that. I think it's I hate it for Bo Nix because you're almost you're a game away from the Super Bowl, and then now you have to watch.
Byron says on the question of the day, wife was in the car earlier. She said she thinks the NFL is starting to feel like the WWE. I told her Chase would appreciate the reference. I do appreciate the reference, Byron. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad. I thought he was going to tell her something else. So, like, stay in your lane. Good job,
how
Byron.
big the
buddy.
back seat is, right?
What?
From that one video on YouTube, remember, Joe? Roy D. Mercer.
Don't pull me into this.
No, Roy D. Mercer. You know, he tells how big the back seat was. Yeah.
I don't remember this.
Yes, you do.
No, I remember
The
how
car
big of a
dealership.
boy are you? I've never
the
heard
car dealership one. Yeah.
I've heard many Roy D. Mercers.
I'll find it and send it to you.
Okay. Yeah. How big of a boy are you? That's the best one ever. With all that. God, you scared me on that. Don't you, Craig?
Coming up next, we'll tell you what day it is and celebrity birthdays. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Monday. By the way, speaking of the national championship tonight, you can hear that on both 94.9 The Fan. That will start after George Plaster at 5:30, and then on 102.5 The Game after the Commodore Hour at 7 o'clock. So you can join on either station, and we'll have you covered. So
be a fun night. Here it is, the final game of college football.
It's the final countdown. With that, let's get to what day is it and celebrity birthdays.
Okay, first on the list we have, that is not it, Artist as Outlaw Day. There was a picture of something that was not appropriate. Artist as Outlaw Day is today. Blue Monday, Brew a Potion Day, I guess to all the wizards, I guess. Elementary School Teacher Day. Good Memory Day. Wish I had that. Gun Appreciation Day. Exactly.
I like it when you did right there.
Yeah. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is today. National Day of Service, National Popcorn Day, New Friends Day, Tenderness Towards Existence Day, Tin Can Day, and this is World Quark Day. It looks like a cake, like a fruit cake or something.
Okay.
Quark, Quark. I don't know.
Sounds good. Is that it?
That's all we got.
What a great day.
Quark was the bartender on DS9 and Star Trek. So
only one person would know that. All right, time for celebrity birthdays. By the way,
the
Joe
other person
Rexroad.
that would know that is talking about Nick Saban. So
Joe Rexroad partook in celebrity birthdays on Friday because he thought he could do it. Not so easy when you're
did he
under.
lose?
I think he tied Ian
6-6.
All right.
Yeah, but tough guy, Joe Rexroad, tough guy. All right, here we go. First birthday on celebrity birthdays. Chase, you go first. How old is former NFL quarterback Steve DeBerg? Steve DeBerg.
Steve DeBerg. Was he Lions?
He was a bunch of teams.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 58.
63.
72.
Jeez. Okay.
Joe Montana took his job. Dr. Crane, how old is Super Bowl winning running back Otis Anderson? Played at the University of Miami, won the Super Bowl with the Giants.
58.
65.
69.
Nice.
Chaser, how old is former Cincinnati Reds Rookie of the Year, All-Star third baseman Chris Sabo?
Sabo. 56.
59.
64. Dr. Crane, one of my all-time favorite tennis players, the Swede, Stefan Edberg.
60.
63.
60 exactly.
Nice.
Chaser, Luke Longley from the Chicago Bulls, the center.
Better known as and the man in the middle, right? When he one of the centers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember that part. That's not. I didn't.
That's the intro.
Okay.
62.
63.
57. Dr. Crane, former Michigan running back Tyrone Wheatley.
50.
58.
57. Chase on the board. 2-1. Chase, how old? Tim Hasselbeck talked about him. Matt Hasselbeck talked about him. One of the greatest offensive linemen of all time, Walter Jones, Hall of Fame, Seattle Seahawk, left tackle.
54.
57.
52. We're tied at 2. Dr. Crane, how old is golfer Tommy Eastwood?
67.
I'm gonna say 52.
35.
Or 35. Yeah,
Chaser, she lives here in Nashville. Olympic gymnast Sean Johnson East, married to former Vanderbilt football long snapper Andrew East.
38.
42.
She is 34 years old today. Dr. Crane, we're tied at 2. How old is Dolly Parton?
81.
80.
80 exactly. You had your shot, Dr. Crane.
I
You missed
was paying attention.
it. Chase, how old is Peg Bundy? Katie Seagal.
Hang on. 67.
63.
72. Dr. Crane, how old is Sean Wayans from the Wayans brothers?
52.
57.
55. Chase up 5-2. All right, rapid fire. Chaser, how old is Melanie Griffith's mom, Tippi Hedren? She was in The Birds with Alfred Hitchcock.
87.
88.
96. Dr. Crane, how old's Phantom of the Opera, Michael Crawford?
75.
82.
84. Chaser's rolling 6-2. Chaser, Shelley Fabre. She was Coach's wife on the show Coach.
68.
67.
82. Dr. Crane, Paula Dean.
Paula Dean. Oh, man. I'm going to go 83.
82.
79. Chaser, actor Desi Arnaz Jr., Lucille Ball's son.
And Ricky Ricardo's son.
Thanks.
Desi Arnaz Jr., I'm going to say 63.
64.
73. Dr. Crane, comedian Paul Rodriguez.
52.
58.
71. Chase, actor Paul McCrane from ER. He was the bald doctor nobody liked. He was also in The Green Mile. Paul McCrane.
Not Dr. Crane.
Right.
So 57.
52.
65. Dr. Crane, how old is comedian Frank Caliendo?
It's got to be near 60. I'm going to go 59.
56.
52. And one more to finish it out. Chaser, how old is senior Whitfield Crane of Ugly Kid Joe?
You're not ugly.
Thank you. Some say him. It's okay.
44.
50.
58. And with that, it's over. Chase wins 62. Another Greg Maddox win today. Just peppering the outside.
I was recognized over at Discount Tire in Cool Springs on Saturday.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was. They called me Dr. Crane. Had to get my tire plugged.
Are you well done?
Swear. Yeah, they listen like religiously.
Hey, Discount Tire and Cool
Together
Springs.
at cromwellmedia.com.
Nice.
Then I walked over to Krispy Kreme, and the lady thought I was homeless, so she gave me 2 free donuts. It was pretty funny. I had my backpack on.
Is Clay involved in any of these stories with donuts?
Nope.
Okay, good.
It was hot.
According to DraftKings Sportsbook, Matt Nagy is the betting favorite to be the next head coach of the Tennessee Titans.
And I want my dinner.
Robert Saleh is next. Mike McCarthy, then Jeff Hafley, Sean McDermott 10-1, Mike McDaniel, Jesse Minter, Brian Daboll, Jonathan Gannon.
What's the longest odds of that? Is it
Jonathan Gannon?
What's he?
14-1.
14-1. Guy has. I have a shot.
You have a better shot than Jonathan Gannon.
Jonathan Gannon does. I could save Amy money because we're cutting punters.
There you go.
We're not having a punter on the team.
Yeah, what about a kicker?
Yeah, but you're not going to get as much play as you think you are.
Okay.
Extra points, and that's about it.
Okay. All right. That is
Maybe
fair.
I'll learn to be the kicker.
Hey, there you go.
Right?
That's fair.
Do that.
That is going to do it for us here today on this here program.
Hey, it's Monday. Start off a new week. Remember, feed your mind gratitude, positivity. For the guys out there, if you were struggling, we got places you could talk. I just need you to reach out and talk to somebody. Know how much you are loved, how much you offer to this world. When people think about you, they smile and laugh. Also, would tell to the guys who are struggling, please know this. In your life, you still haven't met everybody that's going to love you. Let that sink in. In your life, you still haven't met everybody that's going to love you. That's why we need you here. We want to come to your comeback party. We want to sit on the front row and celebrate you. That's why we need you here. Know that we love you. And more importantly, more than anything else in this world, God loves you.
Amen to that. Peace, love, rock and roll. DVD coming your way next. I mean, look, knowing our luck, Joe, 302.
I would be shocked if they don't hire a coach in the next hour.
Yeah.
Shocked.
Oh, yeah. Because it's what happens.
Because we're off the air. So make sure you listen to DVD. They'll have the latest when they hire Matt Nagy.
He's sticking with it. I probably am too. We're back at it at noon tomorrow here on 102.5 The Game.